Hey everybody, welcome. We are in episode 24. Welcome everybody. Remember to please like and subscribe because that helps us. I think we're trying to get we're close to 200, so it'd be cool if we got more than that.
And comments are cool too. We love them.
If we have more than 200, that's because other people did your job for you.
Yeah.
But you can still subscribe. Thank you very much.
If you're in the first 200, you win nothing but satisfaction.
Hey, our
eternal appreciation.
The earlier when people subscribe earlier, it actually means a lot because you're like the first people. That's awesome. All right. Also, unfortunately, today we are going to be without Graham, so that's a bummer. But he has some holiday work he needs to do, so we all have to deal with the things we have to deal with.
I assume it's writing some more songs.
Probably
people and their priorities. I tell you.
I was gonna say maybe Gishar should take over singing duty today.
Okay.
No, don't let him on stage.
Yeah. Well, just
you want to see everybody leave the room?
Just no daggers. No. Okay. So let's just kind of do a recap, and then we're gonna get underway with our fun times within Helmshold. So last time when we finished, you had just finished your combat and destroyed Glassstaff himself. That was awesome by the great rebuke from Waif, now called Wrath. So you gathered up all the stuff in the mines that you could find. You gathered some material goods that you found, some treasures, and you found some stuff that they had obviously stole from the town and from other places. But you also rescued a bunch of orcs and humans there, including Salia and her family, which
some of her family.
Yeah, her brother was not there, but her brother was not. You don't know what happened with his brother. They didn't seem they were too concerned, but he probably was one that was not taken. So you then headed back to town with the remainder of the humans, sending the orcs back to Wyvern Tor to tell Degneg that you've freed the mines. On your return to Phandelver, you arrived there and you took back all the goods back to the people of Phandelver, and I believe it was Hemo who dumped them in town inside of the Town Master's hall.
Yeah.
That you're Colin, you
deal with this.
You figure it out.
Your problem now.
I was giving them their stuff back. It was totally a nice thing to do.
It totally was.
We appreciate that. All right.
I would have sold them back to like half price.
And you still might have dumped them on the floor.
You reconnected with Gariel. She seemed to not hold too much of a grudge from the last time when you guys had some strained words between you, and you agreed that she was getting packed up to leave town, and you were all going to be leaving town. You're both heading up the high road, and so you agreed to travel together
instead of taking the low road.
No. So then you decided that evening then to do some performing and rest and regather all of your hit points and all that stuff back for your characters and get yourself ready to go again. And so Hemo did a juggling performance and fascinated the crowd. You had so much so that they had you carrying you on your shoulders.
And you didn't even cut that guy in the front row.
Nope. I restrained myself.
Well done.
That's
no,
right.
That was all for show.
It was for show. Yeah. So you did that. And then the next morning you went and found Sister Gariel. You're going to leave. And Sister Gariel wanted to do a blessing to Tymora. So she did that. And Tymora answered with granting you all a little copper coin that has some powers to it. So everyone has one of those, and including Sister Gariel herself.
She seemed elated.
She was very happy. You took off from the town, and Sister Gariel, you found out, was probably leaving for good.
Yep.
Yeah. So
we have a house now in Phandelver.
She said you could use it. So she left, and you traveled all the way north to the crossroads between going to Neverwinter and to Helmshold, where she did her last goodbyes to you, and you made your way to Helmshold. You arrived at Helmshold, which is a strong, smaller keep on the edge of the river that leads to Neverwinter. And you entered in the evening. There you found a bar there, the Dirty Dwarf, and you entered in, and you got yourself some rooms thanks to Graham. We appreciate.
A room, I think.
Yeah, well, Flander got a room. They didn't have a lot of rooms, so they said, "Here, you can pile in your room." And so Flander got you that. You met with a crazy dude with a little squirrel or a little mouse that he had. He called it something strange. He said
Giant space
Isn't it Boo?
hamster.
giant
Miniature.
giant miniature space hamster. Yeah, called Boo. So Minsk and Boo talked with you, and they told you a little bit about what you could expect in Fenrir, including saying there was a green dragon there.
For justice.
That's right. From there, some of you took some turns and went out into the evening to get yourself a shopping spree. Squee.
Almost found some really sweet magic armor.
Yeah,
Almost. We were a little too poor for that.
yeah.
Next time.
Also, Echo was looking for a matching purse, but it's hard to find this late at night.
Yeah.
No, the
How
colors
much
just
is
weren't
that?
matching. It
1500
wasn't
did you want
good.
for that?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah. No, now
It's really
Eck is
shiny.
an even bigger, beefier boy.
Yeah. Hey, this is Alan from the future. At the end of the night, we realized that I didn't do it at the beginning of the night, so now I'm putting it here, that we will be off next week, and then again on the following week, and then off the weekend after that. So next week we're off, and then we're on.
On, off, on, off.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so that next week, so we're on now. You're watching the video. Thank you. We're off, then we're on, then we're off, and then we're on for a while after
There's these
that.
holidays.
And that'll so we can get there's a couple of holidays.
Yeah.
I got to travel one week, and then Christmas week will be here. So
Yeah.
cool. So I will put this in the front of the video.
But subscribe so that you'll know when our next video comes up.
Yeah, strange.
good.
Yeah, you
Hello.
don't have to remember a schedule if you just get notified.
Yeah.
Hit the
And now
bell.
let's start the
Yeah.
adventure we just played.
Oh,
All right, so we're going to start out with with everybody gathering at the table back in the Dirty Dwarf, where some of you had been sitting there drinking for a while, and others had taken their turns getting up and leaving.
all right.
So it's getting late in the evening, and you have had your fill of drinks at the table. Your tab has been paid for by this Minsk guy. What are you guys going to do?
Wow, he was a weird guy, but he paid for the tab, so can't be all bad, huh?
I quite liked him. Thought he was a splendid man.
Should we get a bottle to go?
A walk me down?
Get a cask.
Just throw it on the. Do we have a cart?
Tab.
No,
Or are
we didn't bring it.
Well, heck no, I'm not carrying a cask.
Don't you have a bag?
Oh, actually, go in the
Yeah.
bag of holding. There's just
Bag of
3 bags
cask.
of gold nuggets.
Huh.
And we're really taking Minsk for all his worth.
Wait a second. I have this bag of unrefined gold nuggets that we took off of
Oh, you do.
Glassstaff.
Yeah.
Can I just put it on the counter and say, if I give you this, can you just put a cask like right in this bag? Like
You want to
bag of
swap
gold
out your 2 bags of gold nuggets for a cask of ale?
Wait.
Well, I didn't say 2.
You should use that for the armor.
Oh. Fine. Well, I'm not buying you any more wine.
I don't need any more tonight, anyways. I'm done. I'm gonna go
Oh.
sleep. Goodbye.
I'll
Okay,
take the
watch out.
nuggets back.
So,
Never mind.
so can we appraise this gold that's in these nuggets?
You
Actually, yeah,
can
that's a
certainly
good
give it
point.
a gold nugget appraisal.
Would here's an appraisal. I take 1 nugget. Will this buy a cask?
Just keep adding one until you get to the point where you can find how many nuggets will buy you the cask, and that's how you determine what the value is.
Why
If
not?
he sees you coming in with the bag, he's gonna keep saying no until you get to the end of the bag.
Yeah, you gotta have the bag outside. You're like, I'll be right back.
I mean, this does
Okay.
sound like he must have been drinking all night. He's probably hammered, so he's probably like, yeah, no, take this gold for more booze.
I have only a handful of gold, but I have 3 bags of gold nuggets. So
What can we do?
Actually,
Yeah, you can certainly just give me an intelligence appraisal for it.
Who's doing it? Are they drunk? Do we have to do this at disadvantage?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, how drunk are you all?
Not drunk at all.
All right, what'd you
I
get?
imagine Hemo doesn't have anything else to do tonight. I got an 18 intelligence.
All right, you're looking at these 2 or 4 or 6 bags in your hand. as you look at them
Keeps changing.
in drunk. You're like, I think these are worth at least 400 gold. I hope they're worth the same in the morning. You're very lit right now, but they definitely are worth 400 gold, you think? For the
Stuff
for
it
the-
back in the bag of holding. Mine.
Mine.
I think I'll
Okay.
take Gashar's cue and head to bed myself. Yeah, Eck will leave.
This
and
way.
go to bed.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
go.
Runs into the curtain.
All right, you all head back to your one giant room where you're all kind of bundling up together. And who is going to be? Are you going to do watches, or are you going to sleep through the night? He's probably pretty secure here in the inn.
There's pretty big walls. I
Not
think.
it.
I'm just gonna sleep.
All right.
So just before Gashar lays down, Waif pulls him aside.
Got his bedroll in his arm.
Give me your stuff.
Which stuff?
The one you're leaning on.
Oh, staff. I thought you said stuff. Here. What do you want?
She takes the staff. She turns away.
You
And-
now have one less staff. Please remove it from your sheet permanently.
But she
Just watching
stops.
her.
She stops and then pops the glow staff, the moon staff of the moon, hands that to you. You can make better use of this.
So the glass staff now.
Yes.
Mhm.
This
Whoa.
had
It
another
can,
attack, right?
it can do many things. Talk to me in the morning and I'll tell you about it. You won't remember
Oh,
now.
I will have a headache in the morning. Okay,
All right.
good idea.
She waits patiently until everybody passes out.
Mhm.
And she's going to take 500 gold from Flanders' pack, half the gold.
Okay.
Do you want to roll or?
I will roll to see if he notices.
Are you a kinder?
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody's been
13.
reading about the Kinder in Dragonlance. Okay, you take out 500 gold out of the pack.
And she'll put that in her glove so she's not carrying 500.
All right, you have now 500 gold within.
And
it.
the staff. And then I'm going to leave.
Where's the staff at?
I'm
Just gonna
walking
carry
with
it.
that, yeah.
All right. All right, you gonna head out. Okay, everyone else has passed out. You head out into the dark.
As an elf, I will wake up 4 hours before everyone else.
Yeah, you will, but he just did this right when everyone else went to
Yeah.
sleep.
Right when
I
you passed
imagine
out.
I imagine I took a trance.
She's standing in front of Hemo.
He's kind of just
All right, where are you gonna go?
Going to the armorer's shop.
Okay, no problem. So you're gonna go see Lidl Rank,
Mhm.
the dwarven trader. All right, you head out into the dark. As you walk outside, you see that a very familiar cat is standing out next to you and looks up at you.
You're out here all alone.
It runs up against your leg.
Picks it up and puts it on her shoulder and starts walking.
All right, where's your owl?
Actually perching overhead. It'll fly ahead of
Okay.
me and
Yep.
squawk any warnings if it sees anything.
Okay,
It does have 120-foot dark vision and a +3 to 13 passive perception
okay, cool.
and a +3 to perception.
Sweet.
checks, In
All right.
case you need to know.
You head out into the dark. It's getting later now. That before where there were people out amongst the town, fewer and fewer, mostly around this little area as people have been spilling out of the bar at the end of the night. They're standing out in front chalking. They're getting carriages.
So
things
I
like
will make my way stealthily
Okay.
there. Then if there's people out
that.
about,
Sure.
21 is my stealth check.
All right, you get a 21 on your stealth and head out. All right, you make it over to Lidl Rank's Dwarven Emporium easily enough, and you can certainly knock on the door.
Yep.
All right, tap, 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 tap. All right, you knock on the door, and it isn't long until he appears. This dwarf, he has like a well-trimmed beard. He opens the door and he says, "Oh, my dear, welcome back.
You're open for business, I assume.
Do you have money?
It's-
Then I am open for business."
She also has the staff. Right?
Yeah. All right. She will, or he will let you into his place. He immediately locks the door as you walk in. And he's again standing in
guy's
front of his
so
little
shady.
sitting room, and there's
I
an
know.
arched doorway behind him that you have walked in before. And he turns and he says, "Well, my dear, what may I get for you today?"
I would like that pretty little hand crossbow you had.
Oh, the drow made one.
Yes, it's very pretty. It will go with my skin.
Sure, I can get that for you. And you have the gold for it. It's 1,500.
You said 1,000.
1,000. Did I?
Yes. You said the armor is 1,500.
Did I? Kind of smirks at you. I would like you to give me a persuasion roll, please.
23.
Ooh, that's pretty good. He thinks about it for a moment. All right. I'll be right back. So he turns and walks down into the dark. He comes back, and he must have had it out already because he was only gone for a second.
No, we,
He says-
we didn't leave. We were here not
Yeah.
that long ago.
He comes out with it. He goes, "Well, I have it right here for you. 1,000 pieces of gold, and it's yours. Well, would you like? Are you going to pay in platinum? Do you have a promissory note from the king?"
He's like, puts the 500, the sack with 500 gold.
And it's quite a bit of bundle. It's
Yeah.
500 gold.
Yeah, and there's 500 here, plus this stuff.
It's a goblin staff. He looks at it and looks at the crest at the top. This is from one of their god awful deities.
But it hits very hard.
Tell you what, sit here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Yeah, he takes the crossbow with him and your staff, and he walks back. And when he does
He
so,
leaves
the
the
cage, the gold's there.
Yeah, take the
Yeah.
gold back.
So but he does not leave the crossbow. He
No, I didn't
leaves
think
and
he
he
would.
comes back. You wait patiently for 10 minutes then.
Mhm.
All right. The cat jumps down and starts just wandering around a little bit. Starts playing with the sack of coins.
How wide is the little slats on the grate that came down?
Oh, they're pretty small. You're thinking maybe 3 inches, 3
Mm.
inches, about
Might-
this big. Yeah.
Cat can
Might
get
be able
through
to
that.
get through that. Yeah.
Yeah, the cat might be able to get through. Yeah. Anyway,
It's not my
So it's a
familiar,
chunky
though,
boy.
so-
yeah.
Maybe not.
So it lifts up about 10 minutes later, 10 minutes and 2 rounds later.
Exactly.
He comes back and he says, "Very well, I'll make the trade." And he puts the hand crossbow down and he scoops up the coins.
And the
Man.
20 bolts that came with it.
Oh, of course, they are right here. He reaches into a little sack that I conveniently have in my DM pocket. He pulls out the 20 bolts and he sets them down.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I'm sure we will see you again once we have more stuff.
Yes, please do come back. He walks up and you see when he walks up, he puts his hand on the door and just closes his eyes for a second, and then he unlocks it and he pulls the
All
door
clear?
over. You'll be fine.
So my owl told me so anyway.
Yeah. He goes to close the door and then he realizes there's a cat in there and he opens it up and the cat pops out.
Nice try.
Cat's looking up at you like,
So is the cat kind of cocking its head at me?
just kind of looking at you. You're not sure if he understands you. I mean, he's a cat, but
Sure.
he definitely hears your voice and he's responding to the
Sure.
fact that you're talking to him. Yeah.
As she's walking, she puts the, well, hell, she's not proficient with it. So yeah, she would just pocket it.
Yeah.
Just looks at the cat. And goes, well, now the bark can be useful when we fight things that he can't stab with his little stick.
You see, the cat's tail's kind of wagging it a little bit, almost as if they're agreeing with you.
I'm glad you agree. So she gets back to the inn,
Yeah.
and she will sneak the crossbow in with Flanders stuff.
All right. You're going to walk into the room.
Mhm.
Okay. You walk in the room and the cat stops and the cat stops and just kind of starts quivering. Like almost like it's got a hairball.
Eh,
And you're like, what is going on? It's going to start making all these weird noises. You're not really sure what is up with this cat right now, but it just seems to start gurgling a little bit, and you are perplexed. I would like you to give me a knowledge arcana roll.
17.
All right. You think that this cat is under some kind of spell effect, and it stops, and a booming voice echoes from the cat's mouth so loud that the rest of you are stir in this kind of half stupor slumber, kind of standing up, looking around. You're like, what? And it says, Master Tempur. Master Tempur. This little tiny cat, little tiny voice opens his mouth, and a booming voice springs out. Master Tempur. It looks like the cat's saying it, but clearly this cat can't be saying this.
No, I am Wrath.
And the cat bounds over and looks around for you. Finnis, you wake up to somebody yelling, Master Tempur. Master Tempur.
So
You
is
wake
this the
up
same
to-
cat?
This is your cat. This is the cat that was there, and it's looking up at you. From its cat, from the mouth, it's just bellowing out, Master Tempur.
So Finnish will snap up like Crypt Keeper style again, just straight up. Then reel back from his crazy hangover and start stumbling over to the cat, but like real low, kind of
All right.
on its level. Hello?
All right.
KT, is that you?
The cat walks over and looks up at you, and it says, Master Tempur, in a strange voice. You've never heard of this voice before. Scoot tells me you are the greatest mouse hunter he has ever known. I do not have a mouse, but a plague that has been set upon this fort. My time is short. I'm nearing my end. In Scar Alley within the old bakery, we discovered a corruption. The remnants of the spell plague linger, and a demon of the abyss has found it. It corrupts Mistress Power to build its force. Soon I will be among them. Please do not let my light be used for such darkness. Our light of angels have crafted our souls. Use our gift to save those who may never know you are a hero. Scoot will show you the way. Hilgen Reyes, Doom Guide of Port Last. And then the cat goes,
Oh my, Finnish shows a lot of concern when he starts coughing up again. But Scoot, that's your name?
it just starts wandering around your feet.
Scoot. Thank you for the message. Do you want a treat?
Well, that sounded ominous. Are you Master Tempur?
Yes.
Better than Peter, I guess.
Mm,
And we edit that part.
jerky.
What?
Okay.
What was
Okay.
that? Are we all awake?
Yeah, you're all awake. He was this booming voice was quite loud, looking for Master Tempur.
That was a lot, very loud, very soon.
Very upsetting.
How did somebody knows where we are? Is that not concerning to the rest of you? That's spooky, right?
Of course,
All right, the cat
they
goes
know
to
where
the
we
door and
are.
begins
Scoot's
scratching
been
on
with
it.
us for a while. And now we will follow Scoot. Finnish just stands up.
We are all rested, right? I am rested.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's casting any spells today that I'm aware of.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I only needed
drunk.
4 hours. I'm hoping this.
Is it still dark?
He's leaving
It's still
with the
dark out.
cat.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
go with
Finnish
him?
will just
In the
let the cat
middle.
out the door and start following him.
All right. Strangely enough, you open the door and the cat kind of darts down the hall. Kind of like how cats do. They kind of pounce several steps, look back, and pounce several steps and look
All right,
look
Kishore's
back.
gonna-
Finnis,
Drinking
Finnis,
water.
wait. Do you know Hilgen somebody? Do you even know who this is?
I think he's the Doom Guide.
That doesn't mean anything to me, Geshar. Does that mean something to Finnis? Finnis, wait.
Yeah,
Did Finnis
Echo
just
run out
go?
after him.
Finnish is just going.
Okay. Wave tags along.
All right, you hear
Hemo goes running.
you hear
too.
Hemo yelling back at you from behind you as he's running up behind you, probably fastening on his belt with his swords on it, trying to figure out what's going
You
on.
can stay in your bed if you want.
I
pretty.
leave the belt, but the swords appear in my hand halfway down the hallway.
Oh crap! I'm coming to. Hold on.
We're supposed to follow Scoot.
He'll run out, please. Like
You heard the Doom Guide.
All right, Finnis, give me a knowledge religion roll, please.
Is it bad that I'm a cleric that has no training in religion?
Yes.
Yes, I think yes.
It's not the best.
That's a 3.
You rolled a 3. With
Hey,
all of your great religious
can
knowledge.
I assist him? Can I
What's
give him
that?
the help?
No, you're running. He's running down the hall. And
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. I was gonna say, like, I got a lot of.
You were if
book
you're
knowledge.
standing around, you can, but you're literally yelling at him and he's ignoring you.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
running out the door too.
You burst out the door and the cat takes off down into the dark of the winding, twisting passages of this little city that is a fortress that you've never been into before.
This will be fine.
Wrath looks back at Eck. You might want to put on your pretty little goggles.
Oh, yes. He'll pull him up he's wearing them like a necklace. He'll pull him up over his eyes like, oh, wow.
Suddenly you can see most things. Now there are bursts of light in there that kind of like appear as halo-ish lights. They're almost extra bright in your vision, but you're able to wander through the dark and see even this cat ahead of you that's running and dodging in and out of the shadows. You're able to see it as if it wasn't in the shadows at all.
Yes,
Are we
welcome to our world.
Are we
You're
staying
right.
within the city walls?
Right
As
now,
we're-
this cat is just running deeper into the center of the city, kind of more toward the river, which would have been more to the north. All right, you follow this cat running, twisting through the passages. Finnis is first on its heels, unless you want to eclipse him because you can move so much faster.
I'll let him stay in front.
All right, this cat winds around a tunnel, and you're passing people. Winds around a tunnel, which is like a passage where several overhead passages connect two buildings together. There's like 4 in a row, and you come underneath it. And on the other side, you can see that there is a few soldiers. There are 4 soldiers that are standing before a closed gate. The cat runs through the gate because the gates just got big. They're just like gate portcullises,
Portcullis.
right? The cat just runs through the gate, and the guards are standing there. They're not really paying attention. They're more or less not even talking to each other. You can kind of see they're kind of zoning out, as if you will. But when you come around the corner, the 4 of them immediately stand up. Ho, there, gents. Where are you off to?
Excuse me.
Excuse us,
He
we are
looks over at you and says,
following Scoot.
"Lady, what are you all doing here? It's very late."
I'm following my cat. Please excuse us. And he'll just keep kind of walking past.
All right. Well, the gate's closed, and so if you want to try to walk through the gate, you can. But the guard
Wait,
will
so
kind
Does
of
the gate leave?
But where the
Indeed.
cat goes, snuck
the
through.
guard the gate leads deeper into the town. If you give me go ahead, let's give everybody a perception roll.
mean, I
Hemo
guess I
got a
get
17.
16.
All right.
I got that 21 passive.
All right, as a group, you notice that
Yeah.
above this little arched area, there's something that's labeled Scar Alley, and another sign on it says "Do not enter," and it says "No help beyond." Is what it says.
Eck will walk up. Excuse me. There was a pet of ours that ran through the gate here. We need to get through. Please, you must understand. And I want to roll a persuasion roll.
Give me a persuasion
You
roll.
should get some aid from us, some help. As we're,
I got a crit, so I
Oh
got
my God.
26.
you might not need it though.
He
Yeah.
looks at you and he says, well, great hero of ill matter. If you would like to
We're all
enter, you're
pretty
free
decked
to. No one's going to stop you from entering Scar Alley. But I just want to let you know that once you pass this gate, no one else will come to help you. Three poor fools went just a few hours ago, and they haven't yet to return. There are definitely heroes within, and citizens within, but they keep to themselves. We don't go into Scar Alley, and Scar Alley leaves us alone.
Believe me, Ilmater guides me, and I have my friends here. We will be fine.
Will you let us back out
Please?
later?
Yeah, you can come out again, and we just don't want it. There are more than just citizens that wander within Scar Alley.
What kind of place is this? If there's threats like that here?
Where?
Yeah,
What do
why
you
is it within your walls?
mean? We don't have the resources to go in and clean it out. After the spell plague, so much has changed. we've never been able to clean out the rest of Scar Alley. So we just walled it off and we just let it be for now. I mean, if you want to wander through and kill a bunch of monsters, we've seen some crazy stuff in there. We don't go in
These
there.
guys, like, how scared do these guys look?
They look like they've been working here a long time, and they just sit on the other side of the gate, and they feel like, well, I'm on this side of the gate.
Kishar steps forward. He says, "Okay." Pulls out his quarterstaff. They're like, "You want to go kill monsters?" Yep.
It's like, all right, well, they walk up and they pull out a key. They put it in the, they unlock
I should have went and picked.
they pop the lock on the little door on the side. They open it up and they just start lifting it up. The gate lifts
So you'll
up.
just let anybody in who asks?
It's not going in. It's not letting people in. That's a problem. It's letting people out.
Is there a procedure for returning, or do you just not let people
Because
out?
I don't plan on being food.
Well,
And I don't
I mean-
plan on letting the cat be food either.
Just don't be a hulking monster that's going to try to crush the city, I guess.
I'll try my best.
Mostly the
Hulking
rules are
monsters
if we
within
let
the
you in,
city.
we'll let you out.
We look at this.
During the day,
very
the gates can be open. There are
strange-looking
citizens that are there. What was that, Eric?
The shade dragon born just said that he doesn't look like a hulking monster, and he does a little bit.
A little bit,
Just a
yeah.
little.
Yeah, a little.
There's a good
He'll
15%.
he'll walk through.
Plus a little devil child.
Yep. He walks through the gates. Do you see the cat?
Yeah, when you walk in, you see the cat just ahead of you, not too much farther ahead of you. And it kind of looks back at you, and he says, "Well," and then one of the guards says, "Hey, if you see those other three in there, maybe you want to see if they want to send them out."
Okay. He's also eating. I forgot.
Do you
Starts
have
working on
brief
the
descriptions of
rations right
them?
now, as he's trying to like figure out how to not to be drunk as quickly as he can.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Sirs, do you
can
have
look for
brief
them.
descriptions of those three travelers?
You want to ask them for descriptions of those three travelers?
Yeah.
Not monsters.
Says, "Well, there was this really weird human. He had pale skin. He had these weird kind of eyes that were just seen. Well, he looked a lot like you, to be honest with you. He came
He
there.
squints.
He was traveling with this brutish knight that looked had a little bit of orc blood in him. I'm pretty sure. We don't normally have a problem with orcs, but the many arrows to the north are kind of destructive. So we just they're by themselves. They're fine." Then there was this
That's
little,
who we helped, right?
that was who you helped.
Yeah.
And then he says, there was this thin little mouse of a woman with silvery hair, probably an elf. I couldn't hard to tell. She was the three of them. They said they were following some lead. They had a piece of paper in their hand. They were following something. It looked like they had a map. But if you go in there, we're not going to rescue you. We're not going to rescue them. We're not going to rescue you. So have a great time.
Thank you.
Slams the door on us.
You hear as you follow the cat begins leading deeper into this weird place called Scar Alley. You hear the two soldiers behind. One of them says, "2 gold apiece." Yeah, same bet as always. All right.
I'll take it.
What you see is that you are here in the Scars Alley. You can see that this is a really old district. But the weird part about it is that the footings, the ground itself is sort of buckled in at spots. The earth is kind of uneven, and some of the buildings have kind of slanted and fell in on each other, kind of bowed and broken. But you definitely feel when coming here that you are not alone. You don't feel like you're in an abandoned section. You can hear movement in various areas of the Scar Alley, but not joyous or jovial, just like the random skitter or something. It's a weird kind of different place. It's almost like you've walked in a whole different city by crossing this threshold in the Scar Alley. All right. Anything you're going to do at this point while you're following this cat?
Call my owl down
All right.
right on the shoulder.
All right. Your owl comes down.
And I'll trigger
Lands.
my mage armor.
Oh, good plan.
All right. You are now as you do that, you're walking, you can see the Lady of Soon's aura just slightly glows for a moment.
Also, play with this quarterstaff a little bit since it is a new one. It's
Yeah.
glass staffs, right? So it's like
It gives you a +1 to armor class as well.
It does not give you a +1 to hit though.
right.
Yeah.
It's
flip
just
side.
magical. It's magical for the intents of hitting things that need magic.
Right. And no +1 to damage, I believe either, but it can do a
Correct.
thing, and I'm trying to remember what that thing was. We talked about
Yeah. What
Wait,
effect can it do?
yeah,
I'll tell you in a second.
glass staff. That's what I'll write on my character sheet.
Yeah, I have 3 different documents now. So Iarno's staff is a staff of moonlight. And one of the 3 things it can do is at will you can emit a light, which is a blue radiant moonlight, acts like the light cantrip from the staff itself.
Booming blade.
That's right. It can grant you a defense of 1 to your armor class, and it also grants you the cantrip booming blade when you use the weapon.
So the cantrip booming blade.
Yeah.
Do I have to use a bonus action or anything to do
No,
that?
it's just
Part
when
of
you
the
use
attack.
it. Yeah. Look up booming blade and I'll tell you.
All right, and then the +1 AC, is that just always on?
Yeah, it's always on. Yep.
Okay.
As long as you're wielding the staff.
Wielding it.
Yeah.
Yep. And the moonlight, did you say it was like the light spell?
Yeah, it's like the cantrip.
Which you will never use.
Well, it depends how bright it is, right? Because I have
It's bright light out to. It's like a. I think it's better than.
I have a
torch.
problem in sunlight, but
It's
not
bright light.
necessarily bright light.
Yeah, you're fine in bright light, just not sunlight.
See,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So
sunlight.
Yeah.
He's okay he's okay in regular light. He just can't be in sunlight. Okay.
Moonlight. Okay. Thank
So
you.
yeah, he has sunlight sensitivity.
Basically, he's just playing with that as he's going down the.
There are sunlight spells, so it's a separate
Yes.
kind of thing.
All right. So we have the dragon playing with his staff. Okay.
Oh, and that won't get edited.
well running
I'm
down
gonna-
the narrow alley.
Yeah.
Can I,
Quit waving your stick.
swords in hand, like look around for anything that's watching us?
Sure. Give me a perception roll.
21.
21. You look around. You feel and hear as if eyes are watching you from all over the place. As you look up in these buildings, the buildings run between 20 to 40 feet tall in different areas. And you can see like little windows that are partially broken, partially worn out, or even the walls themselves have kind of loomed in. You'll see little shadows here and there kind of looking at you from all over the place. You don't know what they are, but you'll catch a glimpse here, you'll catch a glimpse there. You're like, oh, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things around here.
All right. Well,
All
I'll
right.
get ready to jump at something if they try to jump us.
Say that again, Eric.
I'll get ready to like engage with somebody if they try to jump out at us.
Perfect. Let me bring a map up. Okay, so here we are at the very edge of the city, and you can see there's this trickling water that's trickling down the center of the lane here. It's very difficult to see, but there's some water that's trickling down, as you can see. Here you are. It's dark. In the distances, you can see glowing lights that are just over the tops of the buildings here. Some of these buildings are various heights. These are 30 feet tall. These here, there are other buildings that are not as tall. So I'll let you know if there's other buildings of different sizes. But right now, you are there. You can see, strangely enough, ahead of you, where this cat is moving, you can see a pair of legs laying out from the side street right here.
Yep.
So given that, don't all rush up your characters because things will happen. What do you want to do?
So I want to send my owl.
Okay.
How high is this point right here?
That is 30 feet high.
And that's a bridge or something?
Yes, this is a bridge that
walkway?
extends.
Skyway.
Basically,
Skyway.
it basically allows it is a 10-foot building, like a hall between the two
Mhm.
buildings, and then that is 20 to 30 feet up in the air. So this point, the bottom is 20 feet up and the top is 30 feet up.
It's a covered walkway.
Yeah.
So I will have the owl. I will send the owl to perch there.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just use an icon of you with the purple right now, and we'll put that up here, and that will be your owl for right now. And we will come up with an owl mechanism when we can. Cool. All right, so you send your owl up there. What you're going to see when you look down is you see this body with these legs, and you see something hovering over the top of it. It looks like some slumped creature, a small creature, and it seems to be over the top of it. It seems to be doing something. It seems to be moving and shifting.
Feeding.
body is all over the top of it. You just see these legs sitting out, and a river of blood is strolling from the legs down, blending into the water. It's like a little tiny trickle of blood coming
I
down.
can't see what it is.
What is looming over the top?
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll from your owl, which will be yours. What'd you get?
6.
6. Not sure. It's a small creature. It's dressed in heavy robes. You can see some it's like you just kind of see it looming down and moving around, kind of really high advantage, really high over the top. You probably have to get a lot closer or get lower to see it. What are you going to do? What are the rest of you guys going to do? You see the owl take off and perch in the far distance. This thing doesn't seem to even hear your owl fly. It's pretty silent, just ignores it. Your owl can hear other things happening in the surrounding areas very faintly, so you don't think anything is like immediately within 10 feet of you or anything.
So are these doors on the side here? Is there not further alleys going down?
There are doorways. There are passages.
So those are doors, right?
I will give you, since your owl flew over there, I will reveal those areas.
Could be.
You can see there's a passage that leads that way.
Would
And
I
then down here, you can see there's a passage that leads down this way that your owl can clearly see from its vantage point.
Ooh, a light?
Kind of get an idea of some of the areas that are going on in the town.
I'll say quietly, there is a creature feeding on that corpse. I assume it's a corpse. It's not moving. So
Yeah, you would think it is. It's not. Yeah, it's not shifting or moving. And from your area, you can kind of get an idea of what's going on down this hall. I'll make sure that you can see this area as best as you can too.
you want us to roll initiative?
I
Is
want
there
to know
only
what you
one
guys are
of them?
going to do.
Can Hemo try to like sneak down the alleyway to get a closer look at what's on that thing?
Yeah, give me
Same.
a roll. We'll let Timo go first. What did you get?
An 11.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and put yourself right?
Super stealthy.
Why don't you go ahead and put yourself right in the corner where you want to sneak to?
Is there an icon for the cat?
I will put an icon for the cat out here. Thanks for reminding me.
I'm still shook about what that cat said.
And
How it
how it
sounds.
said it so loud.
All right, and that cat is up there. It just kind of runs past and it's just kind of standing there waiting. All right, Hemo,
Good size man.
you walk up
Yeah.
and this creature is hunched over, and from your vantage point, from being this far low, you can see it's not trying to hide from you. It's going to kind of glance up and look over at you. What you see,
What is it?
it is a convoluted mess because I have 4 documents open. All right. You see the legs of a humanoid extended from the street. A river of blood drips from the body into another river of water that trickles down the middle of the lane. Strange wisps of purple light flake off the body, spiraling and then vanishing just a few feet away. Then just blends into the night. So they're just barely trickling off this thing. You can see that the body is covered by some dark small figure, and that figure is just kind of looming over, and that they don't. It seems to be paying no mind to the fact that these little lights are kind of flickering off of this. But as you move to get a better look, you can see it's clear that it's just a little kobold. It's just this kobold hunched over it, but its mouth on its body of the kobold seems to be twitching and grabbing on and doing something to the neck of this creature, just kind of shifting and shaking it. And every so often, it just kind of causes the top part of the body to kind of shift a little bit. When you get close enough, it suddenly releases its mouth. And when it looks up at you, it has 2 glowing red eyes. And its mouth, this kobold mouth, has 2 fangs. And it looks over at you and it says, "Ha! This one is mine. Go find your own. Fuck off." Drops down and puts his mouth on top of it and starts mouthing the side of this creature. You can see from where you're standing But this thing, this dead body has leather armor on it, and it has the emblem of Neverwinter sewn into its breast. Also carries a rapier and a bag.
Huh.
Tucked into its belt is a small flute.
Oh, another flute player.
Would you say it has pale skin and weird eyes?
This kobold?
No, the dead guy.
No, the dead
Oh.
guy looks dead, but he has this weird flaking, just like light that's coming off of it that you couldn't quite see from the angle that you looked at it, but where it's at, you can kind of see it's kind of bubbling up and just underneath it, kind of just going away. It's like this purplish light just kind of flaking off. Think of it almost like embers from a fire, but they're purplish glowing and they just kind of last just briefly and then disappear.
I guess I'll do my stealth as well and sneak up behind Hemo.
I'm just gonna point this guy out, point my sword at him and be like, all right, buddy, I'm not trying to take your thing. And I'm gonna look at the party and be like, fangs. He's got fangs.
You what? Kishar is not stealthy. You got a 5.
You walk up from 30 feet away. What?
Hemo just holds his hand up for you to stop. Like, don't get close.
Kishar turns on the light.
I'll zoom in on
I'm
slightly.
sneaking. Look at my new toy.
Pretty much. It does moonlight as a moonlight staff. Oh.
All right. Eck and Finnis, you are back there. What are you guys going to do? You see the cat kind of bounced up past this, kind of following this little river trail.
Finnis is gonna just walk right all the way as far as he can.
Okay, so, whoa, that was crazy. We had a little bit of internet glitch there, so we are back. We just had to leave time and space change for us. So we that technical glitches happen sometimes. So where were we? All right, let's figure out. The last I knew, the party was up talking to this creature, and it was talking to you, Gashar, and Hemo are up there, along with Shadow the Owl, that is now represented by the image of Wrath. The cat is sitting above here. Let's all start again. What do you guys want to do? Finnis and Eckankar. What do you guys want to do? You guys
Finnis
are
would
off
just
the map
take-
right now.
Finnis would just take a double move all the way next to the
Hemo's
cat,
like, don't
past
get
the
close.
nonsense.
Hemo directs you to stay back from this thing as he watches it.
All right, Finnis, you walk past it. It's just it kind of looks up at you. You can see its red eyes are kind of staring up at you, kind of watching you as you walk past it. But it's just sucking something out of this creature, and you can see this kind of pink lights is kind of spiraling off of it.
Is it eating a human?
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, you have not. It's humanoid. You haven't walked up and seen it. All you see is a pair of legs. You're not sure what it is. You can see it has leather armor. The armor has Neverwinter on it.
You said a dagger.
There's a
I think.
rapier.
10 feet away from it.
Yeah. But it's over its body.
Sure.
So you can't really see,
Can't see the
you
face.
can't really see the face because it's literally here covering his face up.
All right.
You'd have to get a little bit closer to investigate, but give me an investigation roll. If you roll high enough, I'll let you know.
Maybe I can spot something. We'll see here.
Give it a shot.
Get a 17.
Strangely enough, this thing looks similar to Finnis.
So potentially Elven. Is that what I'm catching?
No, Finnis
the
is not
one.
elven at all. He looks elven, but he's really weird. He's a weird elf. He's weird elf Yankovic.
Hemo's the normal looking elf.
I know the guards gave us
I'm much paler than a glowier.
Does this look like one of the people they described?
A weird pale human was one of them.
He
Yeah.
said that one of them looked a lot like Finnis.
Yeah.
That was a weird pale
Yeah.
This
one. Okay, yeah.
This
That's what I
is
was
possibly one of
not
the
a
people that
brutish
came
knight.
here.
Please don't
Okay,
eat
so
us.
you see that this weird
Yeah.
creature that this thing looks a lot like Finnis, although Finnis, you thought it was an elf, but he might be something else.
I think we found number 1. Let's keep going.
Doesn't look like we can help this person anymore.
1 out of 3 will not be
Dark Lord.
returning so far.
All right, Waif, what are you going to do? You're sort of lingering behind. I see you come walking up.
So Wrath comes up behind Eckankar's like, you are going to let this pass?
I don't see the need to kill this creature. I don't know if it killed
That
it
just-
or anything.
Really?
I don't know, and it seems Finnis is already moving on. Seems we have more important things.
Hemo asks the
or
kobold,
bust.
did that one have a big armored knight with them? Or a elf? A skinny one?
It pops off the top of the neck, blood dripping down its fangs, and it looks over at you and it says, they come from that way. He points kind of up toward the map, which would have been to its right. That's where it came from and fell. There may be more there. Find them yourselves. I'm not your fucking mother.
Waif's gonna go up to it
Okay.
and reaches for the pouch.
Okay.
It's like, we let you eat, but we take this. You don't need this. You have food.
Is that what you're going to say to it?
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Oh. 8.
Oh no.
You kind of reach out and it's quicker than you think, and reaches out and just snacks your hands. Looks up at you and kind of looks over, its eyes go glowing, goes, you don't want to fuck with me. Just keep your ass moving. You
don't want you to miss with me either.
all right. You bring up the fire. It says, don't make this personal. Go find your own food.
We will find food. Just give me the bag.
Yashar will walk up behind her.
It is the cost for us not bothering you.
He'll also try to intimidate. Now, let her have the bag.
All right. It looks up at you and its eyes kind of glowish red. He goes, you don't want to do this.
Are you going
Just
to
give
eat
me the bag. Give me the bag. We are done.
Are you going to eat the bag?
It just says, what's mine is mine. Are you gonna roll initiative?
I'm backing you up.
Yes.
And
All right. Roll initiative.
all right.
Oh my god.
Not so amazing.
All right, I gotta get its initiative bonus.
The dice tell a story. I
Well,
suppose.
The dice tell a story. All right.
Did you? Oh, you did roll. Yeah.
All right.
I rolled poorly.
Flander is
Finnis
no
is not
longer
even
here
paying
today.
attention.
Eckankar, what'd you get?
Too focused
I
on
got a
Scoot.
1.
All right. Hemo, what'd you get?
A 15.
All right.
I like Dex.
Nice. Now Wrath, what'd you get?
7.
7. Okay. Gashar, what'd you get?
21.17.
21. And Finnis, what'd you get?
3.
3. Okay. All right.
Finnis is like, we're following the cat. What are
This
you
thing
doing?
is going on a 23.
Damn.
All right.
When does the cat go?
So Waif, you're right in front of the thing. It's
Mhm.
going to lunge out. It basically lunges out and basically tries to grab you just on the side of the neck and pulls you in to make an attack on you. All right.
Is it effectively on top of the dead creature now? And if so, can we move it?
It's technically like looming over the top, but I will for the time being here, I will just move the dead creature off the map until for making space. Okay.
Sure.
So I'll move it off the map. All right. So this thing lunges forward and kind of grabs at you and tries to bite at you. It's going to successfully hit an armor class 23.
That hits
All
me.
right. It's going to strike you. Its mouth burying in the side of your neck. You see this wave just kind of just lurch like this thing was like lightning, just jumps out of nowhere, just snaps at you. When it hits you, its maw presses into you, doing 5 points of, don't go there yet, 5 points of, it does 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
All right, now it's going to get a free grapple roll on you. So what I need you to do is just give me, you can counter a grapple with whatever 2 you want to do it.
Now, Ref does have a reaction attack, right?
He does. Yeah. Wait. I'm just gonna. We want to get through all of the
10.
10. All right. So this thing is literally just grappled on you. It does the damage. Are you going to let
That
your
was for him.
fire?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to waste that or not. All right. So literally
Please?
you see her kind of get grappled. This thing is on his neck. And she's like, what the hell? All right. All right. From above, and I'll show you on the map. Dropping down from the rooftop, you see another one of these things. It drops behind you, Finnis. It hits almost silently. And it goes, its gaping mouth opens. It did its move, so it's done. That brings us to Gashar. Gashar, what are you going to do?
Is this creature in this spot? Because basically I would like to move.
It's actually going to be in this spot right here next to
Yeah, that's what
Wave.
I thought. So basically I want to take a step back and then do an acrobatics to leap over all of them again and land over here.
Sure. So what you need to do is effectively you just got to beat. You got to do an action to get through them. You're doing a tumbling check to get past them.
Is it an action you're saying?
No, it's not an action, but it's your move.
It's a check.
Yeah, it's my acrobatics.
Yeah. So
All right, I got a 15.
I got to see what I rolled. That's a pretty good roll. You might have won.
Maybe. Wasn't as high as I was hoping.
Plus 6. Nope. You tied, so nothing. So what happens is when you tie, you don't get to do anything.
Okay, so kind of like get sort of blocked into that spot.
No, you have to move back because you can't end on an occupied.
So I'm not ending on that space.
Yeah.
But I will, since I get blocked and I can't move any further, I will take an attack, right? I can do
You
that.
can't. You can't attack from an occupied space.
What are these little bits on the wall here? These blue bits that I'm seeing all around here.
It's like a little awning that's sitting up there. They're 10 feet up. You could climb on the wall and run across them if you want.
You know, I'm gonna grab you and pull you out into the hall, into the alley.
Okay, you're gonna grab and pull.
Yeah.
All right. So it'll just be a
Doesn't
pose grapple strength between the kobold and you to pull her away.
Got a solid 10.
All right. So you grab her and you pull her, but this thing has got you on the neck. You're like,
Wait, Wrath, come back quickly.
all right. Anything?
He'll step back.
Yeah.
Well, that was my action.
That was your action
and everything.
Yeah,
So
your action was pulling her free. All right. That is Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do? You see all this stuff suddenly happening where they're doing a bunch of stuff with this kobold, and all of a sudden this kobold out of nowhere jumps up and wraps its maw around Wrath's neck. Just you see a little blood trickling up, kind of dumbing down her shoulder.
Are they separated now? Does this thing
No.
have Wrath and a grapple?
It's technically she's in grappled state. And it's not like the old days where you kind of were intertwined, or basically he's basically holding on to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
And it's more cinematic. For technically for every round, he still has to do an attack to hit you. I'm just being cinematic with it.
I'm gonna try to throw a chromatic orb at this creature.
Okay, please do.
So I fish that diamond out of my juggling pouch, and it becomes a 4-inch diameter sphere of, oh gosh, what am I thinking today?
It has covered. It's the only thing.
Can I step closer? Would it have covered from just it being behind Wave?
Yeah, Wave is giving it cover.
All right. Sure. And I'll
Just adds
throw
to it
a
otherwise.
orb of lightning at it.
Go for it.
Cast at, well, I only have level 1. That's looks like 11 to hit.
Oh no, 11 is not good enough.
It's bad. It was good damage.
Strikes right into the awning over the top, but you see kind of the awning light up as you, and then that Kobold's just biting his neck, and he's like, "I gotta fuck with me, huh? You gotta fuck with me." It's this thing is just going like rabid crazy on your shoulder right now. It's just biting at you, and you're just biting it off. That brings us up to you. Your turn. You're just like, this thing is on top of you, and you're like, "What the hell?"
I hit it.
Think of it like like those little city thug boys that just like they're getting all like protective.
Why?
What are you gonna do?
Shocking grasp, but it's not triggering.
You doing a spell?
Yeah. There we go.
All right, what'd you get? You make an attack roll on it.
Yeah, 11.
Armor class 11. No, that's not enough. These things have a little
It's
bit better
not wearing
than
any metal, is it?
This thing has no armor on it whatsoever. Its armor class is purely from the fact that it just moves lightning fast. All right. Your spell, you crackle, reach forward. You're unable to grab it. It's just kind of you see it moving around, and this little thing, those things like, hey, you think you can do that, bitch? Huh? You think you can do that? Huh? You can't touch me. Fucking kill you. It's just biting at you, just going crazy. Its eyes get even bigger and bigger and more red as this thing is almost going in fiercely insane at you. All right, Finnis, you see all this craziness going on, including behind you, another one of these things jumped out of the building.
Immediately, he'll be worried about Scoot and step in front. It's like, stay away from Scoot, and then he'll swing down with his vicious warhammer.
Nice.
23 to hit.
23 to hit will hit. You come down with your vicious warhammer. Whoa. That wasn't a critical though, huh?
No, it was an 18.
That's unfortunate.
And then 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, you smite into this thing with 8 points of damage. It gets staggers back. It's like, your weapon hits a little lingering energy kind of pulses on a thing. The guy steps back, kind of curls. Who the fuck are you? All right, that is Eckankar. You see all this happening all at once. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run up and try to shove the kobold off of Waif.
Go for it. Boom. It's got cover.
Okay.
Is it opposed?
Yeah, I think it's just an opposed roll.
Okay. And I can use either dexterity or strength, right?
I
Yep.
think shove is an escape save. Yeah.
All right.
I got a 22.
All right. You do it. Comes flying off her and is now knocked prone. Boom.
Okay.
Looks up at you.
And I think that's all I can do because
If you have, do you
You get
have
two attacks, right?
extra attack?
I do have an extra attack. But then I
Yeah.
would
Take it.
move
You just
up.
gotta you don't have reach right now, unfortunately.
Full wave.
Yeah, exactly. I can't get in to her square.
You could pull her back though.
Can I do that? Can I
Yeah, you can do a pull
grab her?
maneuver. You can move her.
If I can do that, I would love to just grab her by the arm or something and just kind of shove her
for the
back
neck.
out of the way.
What are you doing?
I think I will double check on the rules on that for pulling, but I think you can pull somebody well enough.
Imagine similar to a grapple, and if she's not opposing it, then that's the
Yeah, I
question.
wouldn't be opposing it.
Yeah, and
I would say it's just like a push.
Yeah.
You're just doing a push maneuver.
Yeah, essentially.
So
Because I would just like to just
yeah,
get
move
her
her
out of
5
there.
feet. Yeah.
And would Waif wouldn't resist.
I don't know. She is kind of temperamental at times.
She's
Yeah.
a little temperamental.
You go to
That's
grab
all.
her. She's like, no, I'm not gonna. Whoa.
Don't you touch me.
Okay.
Fine,
you
I'm
kind
leaving.
of grab her by the shoulder and pull her back. This creature's like, all right, that is Eckankar. Round refreshes their turn. All right. This one here that's over by you, Finnis, it kind of gets down. It kind of looks down almost like a dinosaur as it kind of hunches and it bows its head up, its fangs out, and then it just dives forward, lunging at you. Completely missing you though. You kind of put
Bounces
your
off my
shield up, it
shield.
kind of grazes across your shield. It's kind of trying to get around that shield, but it's too much in its way.
It's
Meanwhile-
too lucky.
Meanwhile, this one flies forward and decides that, well, Eckankar wants to be Eckankar, so be it. And unfortunately, he does the same exact thing. He runs face first into the shield. Clang!
Yeah. You ain't
All right.
touching me.
Gishar, what are you gonna do?
All right. They're kind of in front of this guy. Can I squeeze into this corner right here and be able to get at him?
Which corner is that?
Go help Finnis.
Go help Finnis. Yeah, I can do that too. All right, you guys got this guy. I will run
Protect Scoot.
over here.
It is imperative.
Run into this guy. I try my brand new quarterstaff. It is glass. Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not hit.
All right.
I
Well, I'll
like
take
that
a,
optional booming blade.
I'll take a. Yeah, I just added a note. Is all.
Oh, okay,
into
cool.
there. All right, I'll take a second attack on him. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. Sweet.
And I will apply my booming blade to it in case it decides to move.
All right. You have to remind me it has booming blade. I'll put a little marker on it to help us remind it that we have it. All right.
Wow, that's bad.
Timo, your turn.
But you know,
What's bad?
Oh, wait. I'm gonna try my monk unarmed strike. That's just a bonus action. So I'll try to kick him at the same time.
Sure,
So
go
I get
for
in
it.
There. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
All right, I'll try to kick him right in the knee.
All right. Wham, you kick him
7
right in
points.
the knee. 7 points of damage. You strike into it, passes right through him.
Holy cow. That's not good. My foot went right through his
As
knee.
if it was ghost.
Not in a good way.
did come out the other side all bloody.
Waif, what's Wrath gonna do?
Eldritch Blast.
All right, has cover though.
That's fine.
Was it?
Oh no,
was
we
it
don't
my-
have cover.
my
I say
turn
at
on
that
a
point he doesn't
15?
have cover.
Okay.
I was
Actually, so I'm going to have my owl fly down since it has flyby attack. It's going to, oops, that's not. It's going to swoop down. It's going to give the assist, the help action. So I attack with advantage,
all right. And where's it gonna fly to?
and then it'll just fly back up.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the thing.
It's turning on advantage. 21 and 14.
21 and 14 both hit.
Both hit.
Yeah.
26 points of damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
You could have just let me have the bag.
Boom. So it looks at you and it's like you hit it so hard and he's like,
And then I'll step back.
all right, it's going to take its attack of opportunity on you then.
Oh, that's right.
And it takes
I won't move then. That's right.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. All right. That brings us to Finnis. Finnis, you have this creature that Gishar has just come up and struck in the face. What are you gonna do?
Continue to swing at it. Another swing. This one's not gonna be so good. 8 to hit.
No, you kind of swing. You don't even get close to the thing. It's like, all right. Do you have just one attack, Finnis?
I just have one attack. I'm just checking. I don't want to burn a second level spell slot right now. So that's all he'll do for now.
All right,
I guess I'll use
Eckankar,
my
what are you gonna
bonus
do?
action to dodge.
Eckankar, hearing Gishar saying his kick didn't work, is going to drop his warhammer and then take out his silver warhammer and strike out at him.
Go on and strike. Go on and attack.
Oh, that's a crit.
It is. You crit. You strike right into it. Unfortunately, you keep going through it and keep going through it. And then on the other side, it comes out the other side and it kind of passes through its entire body. And when you look at the thing, it kind of looks at the weapon on you. I go through him and it looks at you and it tilts its head. It's like,
You could smite.
I do have a second attack.
it's up to you if you want to do that.
I'm going to do it. Let's do it.
Sure.
Yep. So
Well,
another D8.
I'm gonna give you a quick. Tell you, give me a quick wisdom. Just give me a quick wisdom skill.
Okay.
Quick wisdom skill.
15.
The cat was not going at or near this person. The cat had walked past it, meaning that you think there's something else going on here. And it's
Okay.
your choice if you want to use this, but you think that whatever your fight is that the cat was going after to do, whatever the thing is, this wasn't it. This is like a side quest. So use it. So if you want to use it, but that's just kind of giving you a heads up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
You're
think
this was not the thing. This happened because Wave had wanted a sack.
How many smites do you get at your level?
huh?
How many smites do you get at your level?
I can use every spell slot for smite, so I can do essentially 6 smites in a day if I wanted to.
So feel free to go in and use it and crush this thing. But I just want to give you a heads up now, if that's something you want to do.
Yeah. So I think I
Maybe
am
versus
still
people
going to
like
use it.
this.
So
You're gonna use it? Yes.
Yeah.
for
So
it.
all right, let's do that. Oh, geez, terrible. Only 8.
8 points of damage. What type of damage does it do?
It's a radiant damage.
Yes. All right, you hit this thing
then
for
I
radiant
will-
damage. Just it kind of gets hammered back against the walls. Just screaming at you.
Then I will shield bash it to try to knock it prone.
All right.
There you go.
And that's 14.
Okay, let me see what happens here. No, he's able to not
Dodge.
he would resist that. Yeah. Okay, he kind of backs up. All right. Round refreshes. All right. With that, this creature fully retreats. It disengages to here and runs into the darkness. This one is going to do the same thing. He's going to disengage to here and then run into the darkness. They kind of do it in a way in which, like, they animate backwards. They go kind of creep back into the shadows, like these, like almost like the reel has been rewound. They just kind of
Weird.
and in silence quickly, everyone's kind of looking at each other. It's all quiet, and out of the darkness you hear.
Eckel turned away for like, are you all right?
To me, oh, yeah,
Right.
little scratch. He's good.
Do you
She
feel all
will
right?
grab the sack though.
Okay, you're gonna reach down and grab the sack. Oh, all
And-
that, and you want to grab the sack.
Well, and the rape. Well,
Oh, so now you want it to be in the board. I see how it is.
Yes.
and the rapier.
All right, you reach
Well,
down.
look it over because obviously,
Yeah,
this was
can I
someone
look
that just
for
came in.
Yeah,
can
okay.
I look for
As
some identification past
Okay.
their armor?
You look down at it, you see that this body is the body of clearly an Assimar. It's an Assimar male. The body has leather armor with the emblem of Neverwinter sewn into its breastplate. Has a rapier, has a small bag, and around his neck is a symbol. As you kind of pull it out and look at searching the body, it's easy to find. It's around a chain. The symbol is a symbol of a skulled hand with balances. And
Like
it's
a, like a
Kalimdor? Is it
skeletal
it's
the
Kalimdor.
hand?
The
Yeah,
same as
yeah, it's
Finnis's?
Kalimdor. And you see a small flute tucked into its belt. Along next to it, laying on the ground, kind of half under the body when you move it, you see a scribbled scroll showing directions to the same place that the cat seems to be leading you to. A nearby bakery. It literally says bakery and has a path. And you recognize the path as similar to the path that you took through this area.
Well, I'll take the map for sure.
All right.
Can I probably can't take this whole person. I'll take the symbol from their neck and
No problem.
pocket that.
So they have a small bag. You said you took the
I
bag.
took the bag.
Yep.
Can I
Mhm.
take a look at the sword too?
Look into the bag. You open the bag. One moment. The bag has roughly 65 pieces of gold and a small potion. What were you saying, Eric?
Oh, I wanted to take a look at the sword they were carrying.
It has a rapier in his sheath.
I'll leave that.
All right.
I mean, it looks pretty unassuming.
It looks like a normal rapier from what you can tell.
It's not my style. I'll leave it.
All right. There's also, I think, what it is, you guys take everything else. I think there's leather armor, rapier, bag, symbol, flute,
Cat.
scroll.
Oh, grab the scroll.
He took the scroll, the
He
map
took some-
already.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got everything you're gonna need. Okay. You left the armor
I took
and
the
the
rapier.
okay, you're gonna grab the rapier anyway. Okay, you grab the rapier. Okay, cool.
Did they say the map went north from here?
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty close by. It looks like just a few buildings away from the path you were
Cool.
kind of following. Okay.
I'll follow the
We're
Finnis
all
and
gonna
the
look
cat
down the
then.
hallway that the guy ran
All right.
down just to make
Di-
sure he's not coming back, sneaking up on us.
That's fine. This cat runs up to here and steps up to this door of this building, and he kind of scratches, and the door is mostly ajar. It's an old bakery, probably not been used for a long time. And you see the cat darts into the inside of the building, kind of, and the door barely moves. It just kind of sneaks into the cracked door, disappearing into the building.
Finnis kicks the door down. Boots
Boom.
it straight
All
open.
right.
Stealthily.
Okay.
All right, you guys kick the door down, entering inside. The bakery is an old abandoned building. It's been rummaged through probably many times as you look around, as you walk in here. There's what was used maybe a few shelves, probably where they're used to bake things, but the ovens have all been destroyed or broken apart. This building just seems to be an old bakery, and nothing special about it when you at first glance. What are you guys going to do? You walk in, you see the cat is standing kind of in the corner.
Can you show the map?
Yeah, I can show the map. There's nothing much to see on it. It's just the building itself.
I'll follow Finnis in.
Yeah.
Like,
Same. Is the
as you can-
cat like going
you can
to a
see, it's just
specific
an area.
direction?
All right, yeah, we're gonna look for the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat is standing in the back of the building, kind of in the corner, but it's just standing there. Are you gonna
Finnis will
follow the
take a
cat? Are you gonna
look
look
around
around
the room.
here?
Definitely following the cat.
Yeah. You
All
do
right.
like a perception check around where the cat is.
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll.
My passive's 21.
All right.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why we're even rolling.
Yeah. All right. Well, all you guys are kind of looking around. Meanwhile, Finnis walks in and casually glances out of the corner of his eye, and he points to some shelving in the back. You move to the back, and you see that the shelf, what looks to be the flat of a wall, has actually been pushed out. And as you look from the front of the door, you can't quite see that it's been pushed out, but it's been pushed out about 2.5 feet from the wall. You walk around, and you can see as you near, the cat darts around behind the shelf. The shelf is hiding a set of stairs that leads down into darkness.
Call out.
Heck, if you don't have your
shadows, yeah.
goggles on,
Okay.
you should probably put those on.
No, Wrath made sure of I put them on our way here.
Right. Looking down at the dark hallway with your goggles of the night, you can see that the dark hallway leads some 30 feet down, leveling down into some kind of a basement that kind of winds around. So you can see this kind of passage is like a circular stairs. You're gonna walk down it.
Everyone behind me, let me go first. And
All right.
I'll start heading down.
Okay, goggles.
All right.
There's no
Asano.
All right,
kobolds
Eckankar.
hanging out in the bakery, is there?
None that we can see.
Okay. The Shar leads down, has shield in hand. What's your weapon are you holding right now?
I mean, I did pick up my regular warhammer, but I'm just holding the silver one for now.
Yeah, got that silver mace in your hand. You kind of go down the stairs, trying to sneak as quietly as possible. Yeah, the stairway itself is stone, so it's pretty solid. And as you circle around this circular stairway, it opens up into a basement filled with rotten food stuff, but so rotten that it no longer smells. Sacks of flour, bags of yeast, long past their usefulness. Nothing much in it as way as goods. But in the center of this basement, you see the floor has been ripped away. Piles of earth and loose stone ring around the dark pit. that dips down into nothingness right now. You're kind of far away from the pit. You just see it kind of just dips down. The room itself here is no more than 20 feet round, and the edges are filled with old foodstuffs that probably are not worth anything. What are you gonna do, Ek?
Looks like this place has been abandoned for quite a while. Seems to be a hole. I'm gonna go and inspect it.
All right. You walk up, kind of looming over the top of the stair or the pit, looking down at the pit. You can see it disappears. The pit drops straight down into the earth, 30 straight feet down, and then some 10 feet beyond that, you see the bottom. You see the floor of worked stone. This thing appears to somehow open into some kind of worked stone, some finely worked material. Could be a sewer, could be something like that, but it doesn't look like it's sewer. Like sewer stones are just more rough. This seems to be well made.
Everybody come forward. It looks like there's some sort of tunnel down here. I'm not
So
too
actually
sure.
has the sort of layout with all my readings, like maybe it's an old city or a sewer type of thing.
Give me some
History?
knowledge. Give me some history roll.
17.
All right. Well, you know that that the district, this Scars Alley, you kind of going through your history, was home to some of the worst spell scarred of all time that happened during the Great Spell Plague. And most of these spell scarred either left the communal areas to come to Helm's Hold and find themselves some healing, or just found places within Helm's Hold to barrack themselves. The spell scarred were hit by the spell plague, and they had different energies that went through their bodies that made them, for the most part, misunderstood. Most people thought them as being some kind of disease, but it really was the remnants of this history of the spell plague happening. Give me a knowledge history roll.
Alrighty. Second knowledge history 18.
All right. Furthermore, what happened was during the Great Spell Plague, the spell plague was a remnant of the destruction of Mistra. What happened was Mistra, the god of magic, had a counter, the goddess of darkness, Shar, the goddess of night. Shar and Mistra constantly fought with each other. Mistra had the weave, the magic weave, the weave that all magic was pulled from. When you cast a spell, you draw your power from the weave. Shar had the shadow weave, now known as the powered by the Shadowfell, of which you've seen that firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Shar wanted the power of the weave, and she hated Mistra with all of her being. So she spoke with Cleric, the god of murder, to do the one thing the god of murder is very good at:
Hiding.
murder.
Oh, that was my second guess.
Cleric, working with Shar, snuck up and murdered Mistra. But what Shar thought she could do is control the weave, was not what happened at all. When Mistra was destroyed, when Mistra was killed, the weave itself unbound. Chaos reigned. Spells and magic no longer worked. And a bluish energy radiated and caused destruction across the land. And when that happened, they called it the spell plague. Wizards could no longer cast spells. Magic itself changed and reformatted. Nothing was as it was before. And the worst thing about all of that was 4th edition D&D was born.
That was a transition from 3.5 to 4.
Yeah. And none of us will be the same again. So
they do this for every change, because from advanced to 2.0 there was the time of trouble.
Time of troubles, right? So and this bluish energy lasted quite a long time and radiated, and some of the people were destroyed. Some of the wizards literally exploded that day. Some creatures, not wizards at all, were infected by this bluish energy that filled them from the inside. Some of it could be real visible, but some of it just sat dormant inside them. These were called the spell scarred. And when you were discovered, people would hunt you out almost as if you were tainted by the very plight or the very despair of Shar itself. Soon the wave over time rebuilt itself and things rebalanced, but in a different way, kind of resettled, and life got underway as it always does by finding a different path to the same solution. Spells were cast in different ways. Wizards found new solutions how to do things. But one thing that never happened was those who were spell scarred were not instantly healed. Many of them fled, and Helm's Hold became a place where these spell scarred could live. In the great temple that was Helm's temple, Helm being destroyed, they turned it into this sanctuary for these spell scarred. Along with sanctuary for other illnesses and things like that. But here in this city, not all the spell scarred live in peace, and many of them have fled to the darkest areas within this town. So here, much of the original stone structures of the alley you approach are in ruin, and the residents seem to not be able to bolster this anymore. What causes all the destruction? It could have been the spell plague itself. We don't know. But now this district is poorly patrolled, and what happened is sort of not known beyond that. But you do know that that the spell scarred exist within the spell, and the spell plague happened.
Interesting. So this area has been around for quite a while, clearly.
Yes.
I mean, I'll describe briefly that this is what Alan just described to everybody briefly, but like this
mostly
is
about 4th edition D&D.
breaking down the fourth wall there. And that, you know, this area is probably a little bit chaotic still, and the creatures here very much so.
Are these the spell touched then? The things that fought us?
Well, the spell scarred were people that were infused with this magical energy from Mistra. Were these creatures? Yeah, were these creatures spell scarred? You don't know. They seemed they didn't seem to have any radiant energy that they were emitting.
But the one did that we saw was being eaten, right?
Yeah, you saw this weird purplish flaking happening.
Do I think that was the bluish energy? You said it was purple just now.
I did say it was purple.
So
it was not the bluish energy of the spell scarred.
Okay. Gotcha.
Does that happen when you die there, Finnis?
I don't know what happens when I die.
One thing that you'll
I
know,
only
like
ever get close.
One thing you know in a sword coast is that Assimar are very rare, and they can go the entire life without ever meeting another Assimar, which is why true-born Assimar children are very rare.
But they can sort of recognize each other, can't they?
I mean,
Presumably better when they're alive.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you. Right. I mean,
Hemo gives Finnis the symbol of what was it? Was that a Kalimvor symbol around it?
It was a Kalimvor symbol, yes.
Yeah. This was around the dead guy. He was wearing this. And you saw the Neverwinter symbol, and he had a map actually that leads right here. He like shows the map to the party, and yeah, we're right here. It's basically the path the cat took.
Do we still have that grappling hook? We have rope.
Yeah.
I have some rope.
Shall we go down?
Why do we need the grappling hook? We've got perfectly good stairs here.
To go down?
You have stairs that lead to the basement, and then there's the basement.
Oh yeah,
basement with the floor is ripped open there, and there's a 30-foot tunnel leading to another 10-foot drop into a set of floor that looks well made and well crafted. Probably not a sewer.
Would it help us see if I dropped my dancing lights cantrip down there?
Well, we can see with our dark vision past the 30 feet, so we can see the floor.
Yeah.
So you don't need to.
Do we see like a rope that has already been there, or is it just completely barren?
No, it's completely barren.
All right. Well, I affixed a rope to my grappling hook. I've got a silken rope, 50 feet of the stuff.
Sure.
And I'll find a place to attach it in the room.
All right. It's easy enough. There's a bunch of
Toss
stones.
the rope down.
Like you're able to fix a spot to anchor the grappling hook, and you're going to drop the rope down into the hole.
Yeah.
Rope drops down with about 10 feet of extra
Hits the ground.
slack in the ground. What do you guys want to do?
Gashar will start climbing.
Yeah, we'll start heading down.
All right, you're
Didn't
gonna
you
climb
just
down the
slow
rope.
fall down there, Mr. Monk?
I think it's the last 20 feet if I remember correctly.
No, it's just 20 points of damage that you don't take. With this being 40-foot drop, you take 4d6, and then you subtract the first 20 points. Unless at 5th level you get more, but I think it's still 20.
It's
Yes, 5 times my monk level.
25.
25.
you could
He
climb
will
down.
get most of the way, get maybe like 10 feet down, and then he'll just sort of drop and roll.
All right.
Last
So
So
what's
that'll be
so what? So Gashar's going first. Who's going second?
so 30 feet down.
Eck will.
X. X going
Finnis will
second.
follow behind
I,
it.
I don't know who's on third. Who's third?
Finnis.
Finnis, thank you. And then Hemo and then Waif.
Hmm.
Did I say that right?
Yep.
All right. Gashar.
Hemo will go last.
Hemo will go last.
He's looking up the way they came, looking for those.
To see if those creatures
creepy-
decide to backtrack.
Yeah.
All right.
Gashar does a stealthy drop for after he gets about 10 feet down. He just lets go, and he does a 19 for his stealth, and he'll basically land he takes 7 points of damage, but can still fall
Yep.
through the rest of
Okay.
that. Drops down, and he'll check the area.
All right. Allow me to bring the new map
All right.
up.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, well,
Okay,
this is
Gashar.
creepy looking.
You land in the bottom. You hit the bottom, and right in front of you, here, where you're at, right there.
Oh,
When,
okay.
when you land right there, that spot, you see before you 2 purplish, glowing skeletal creatures. These creatures have this burning, glowing light that's in the center of their chest, and you can see little purple flakes kind of like slowly burning off of them. When you land, they're kind of standing there, and at very first moment, they don't see you. You're silent when you drop down. They're standing there, and they're kind of like just staring off into space. Like,
Cool. That's what I was hoping for.
all right, that's Gashar.
He'll look up and he'll do this and point.
All right, Eckankar, you see Gashar twiddles his fingers at you.
Mhm.
There's a number 2 and points that way for
Apparently-
whatever that is.
Yeah. Apparently he's gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Eck will get down from the rope as quietly as he can.
I guess never really not gonna come at me.
I guess I'll roll a stealth roll. Don't
Come
hold your
on.
breath. Yeah, that's a 9.
All right. All right.
You'll
Go ahead and put yourself right next in one of the squares, whatever square you'd like to be in.
Okay, I guess I'll just go right next to you. So yeah, I land down and probably make some noise.
All right. When you land, these skeletal creatures, they're kind of standing there, just kind of like almost like non-activated. You're just standing there. And when you kind of come down, these things look up. When they open their mouths, their eyes and their mouths have this kind of glowing orb within their skull. Like the whole body radiates this purplish energy, and in their chest radiates this purplish energy. All right. And with that, we will roll initiative. All right, Gashar, what'd you get?
18.
All right. Eckankar, what'd you get?
You got a 3.
All right. Finnis, what'd you get?
13.
That's pretty good. Wrath, what'd you get?
4.
All right. All right. Hemo, what'd you get?
Initiative
Yeah.
15 again.
15. All right. It's gonna be a little different because you guys are on rope, some different levels and kind of stuff. So we're gonna have to figure it out. Remember where you guys are in the rope. All right. Gashar. Hold on. I gotta actually roll and see what I got. Oh, I actually rolled pretty well, surprisingly. These things are the consumed. They are going at a +3, so I'm going at 19. Which means they go first.
Oh.
All right. Gashar, you ready an attack action on them.
Yes.
So when they come running forward, You can
We'll
go
use
ahead and
it.
make your attack on them if you'd
Excellent.
like.
I can use my 2 attacks, right?
No, you're
when I
ready. You're
prepared.
what's that?
I use my full attack, like 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, you do. You're ready to attack action. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well, I'll just do the one that's in front of me then. That's consumed, and does a 16 hit and a 19 hit.
Let's see here. Their armor class. Yeah, both of them hit.
Excellent. So 6 points of bludgeoning and 8, so 14 points of bludgeoning total.
All right. You destroy it. All right. When you hit it, the thing just kind of when you hit it, it kind of cracks. The bones just crack, and it flakes away into a spiral of purplish light.
I was not expecting that.
All right,
So
Eckankar.
I hope that wasn't. What did you say?
This thing runs forward and it strikes at you.
I hope that wasn't Hilgrin Ryas.
It grabs at your shield, scraping at it, clawing at it. With your heavy shield, just blocks that. It just stops it from doing anything.
Nice.
That brings us to Gashar went. Hemo. No, Gashar. Now it's your turn. You were waiting.
Oh,
You
yeah,
waited. You were now. What are you gonna do?
We'll try to kick the skeleton's ass. Let us see what happens. There's a 21 and an 18 hit.
Yep, they both hit.
17 points of bludgeoning total.
Yep.
Is he still up?
No, he's gone. You do the
No,
same thing. You
I'll
hit the thing.
I'll swing a circle kick right through his
You do that.
the mist.
You go through the mist and it just kind of disrupts the spinning and it goes.
He'll point back up and he'll make a circle with his finger and point.
Well, Gishar, it seems like you've once again destroyed enemies before the combat even started.
Well, they came at me. You saw them. They came right at me.
All right. Are the rest of you coming down the?
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as those happen, Finnis slides down behind him.
All right. Go ahead and put yourself just kind of like up in this area somewhere for now.
Get out of their way.
He's like, huh.
All right.
Hello.
Behind you, you can
Where's
see a
Scoop?
tunnel that leads into the darkness.
Let's go
But
that way.
Behind
But
us?
that,
Sorry.
let's go to the way that there is no adventure. You wander aimlessly for 18 hours and wake up in the sewers. You have no equipment.
I was kidding. Let's go towards the purple light.
We're playing Tome of Annihilation next.
Damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So you can see ahead of you the strange crack. I think I have a little description for you.
I could not
Crack is
resist that one. You had that right at the edge of the map, and I'm like,
That's funny.
sorry.
Sorry. All right. What you can see is a strange crack, and this blue, purplish light is emanating from underneath this crack in the middle of the floor. As you can see beyond the crack, for those of you who have the very long dark vision, the tunnel seems to go on. What are you guys going to do?
The owl comes with me. So.
Okay. The cat looks down. Finish. You going to take the cat with you, or are you going to leave it up upstairs?
I'm gonna try to take the cat with. I'm like, here, Scoot. Try to
All right,
scoop him
cat
up.
climbs. It's on your shoulder. When you land, it jumps down to the ground.
Where next, Scoot? Show the way.
It begins walking forward. It walks up to here. I'm going to move the map now. Oh,
You're still initiative.
no. Pretty much took care of that business.
Well, Gashar took care of this.
All right. Anybody else going to move? The cat kind of moves up and it starts looking down at this crack and just goes kind of digging at the crack. Now, what you can see is this crack. There's a crack in this earth. The kind of like the stone is kind of broken apart, and it doesn't look like anything's been done pulling it apart. But you can see this giant, violent crack in the ground. You can see this glowing purplish hue coming from below. You can certainly try to bend down and look inside if you want.
Yes.
Make
What
an
is done?
Arcana check to see what this might be.
Go ahead. Give me an Arcana check.
7.
All right. You think that you should not have rolled a 7. All right. So you don't really get any information from Arcana on this.
Emo's
Alright.
a wizard. Can he take it
a crack at an Arcana? He's
Go ahead,
really
give me a-
curious about this purple energy
Take a dodge action while you guys investigate it.
stuff going on.
Go ahead and give me
here
an Arcana
related.
check.
An 8.
All right, neither of you have any idea what this is.
Just look.
Would a religion roll work with this, or is it just Arcana?
Give me a religion roll.
17.
The purplish energy that's emanating from her is reflective of the energy and symbols used by the priests of Shar.
Oh yeah, we did see one of those priests before.
Seems they're doing some kind of spell work out. Yeah, I'm not sure what it does exactly, but it does seem to be of Shar.
So it is shadow.
This
Shadow
Finnis,
weave energy.
do you know anything of this?
Only what I told you earlier.
11.
Shar versus Mistra.
Yeah, you don't really get more other than it makes sense that this purple energy is represented oftentimes as the lingering effects of the Shadowfell energy that might be mixing with magic. So the
Whatever it
Shadowfell
it's
itself
not
is black and
great.
white, but when it's cast as a magical energy, oftentimes it comes across as a purple effect.
This is of the shadow, and we should be careful.
Yeah, also makes a badass lightsaber color.
I am also of the shadow. Perhaps I shall take a look. Can I see through the crack?
You can.
Down below.
Where to go? The crack leads down 30 feet to a 30-foot high ceiling, so a total of 60 feet to the floor. So you can see at the foot of the hole are 2 dead bodies engulfed in spiraling purple lights. You can see the bodies have been withered away so that it only appears to be just about skeletons remaining.
I tell everybody there's 2 bodies down there. And then I ask, did you grab your grappling hook? It is about 60 feet. I think it's basically the edge of my vision, actually. Dark vision.
Yep, you're kind of seeing, but there's a purplish light rating down through, so
Oh,
you actually
sure,
can
that helps.
see. And
Okay.
you can see that's what's kind of burrowing up the tunnel. So it's like this purplish hue of light is being shined through up the
Can I see
tunnel.
the source of the light?
What
You
is
can't.
Scoot
It appears to be
doing?
in the center of more toward the center of this room, probably
Or a little bit
toward
off the
like,
side, kind of.
yeah, kind of like more toward if I can get my select, more toward like this area, this area. So like this is where the tunnel comes down. It's more like in this
Okay.
area, which is it's probably the source.
Southeast.
Yeah,
A bit.
but you're just kind of seeing the glowing echoes of it.
Gotcha.
coming up
What
the
is
crack.
Scoot pointing us toward?
The Scoot is just running around this crack. He just kind of he runs over to here, and then I run to here, and then I run to here.
I guess
You
we'll
think you
just
can-
go down.
You can think you can move that rock. You think you can kind of pull it apart, but it's just going to take a little bit of effort.
Hemo goes and uses his mage hand to retrieve his grappling hook from up top.
How far does your mage hand reach? Because you're 40 feet down.
Mage hand can. Oh, well, never mind then.
You also do the
Only
rope thing where you
30
go.
feet.
Just give me like a rope use check, like a dex skill to pull it out. So you got to flip around.
We don't need to get back up. It's fine.
No. If I would not be able to get this grappling hook back up.
That's the
without-
problem, right?
Yeah, maybe you could throw it.
Well, you can always
have any
you can
other
always-
rope.
You have a dwarf you can throw.
I was like, I hope this is like that nice Lord of the Rings elvish rope. Just give it a tug.
All right.
No, we need a quick way out of here if things go south.
Nah, I get it.
I've got pitons. I'm out of rope, but I've got pitons and a crowbar.
Well,
If
I do have
anybody
rope.
else has other rope.
If you want to attach your pitons in here, we could tie the rope to it.
Yeah, Eck, let me borrow a hammer.
Hand it over to you. Yeah.
I'll find a place in the floor that I can attach a piton. And
Note. There will be a 10-foot drop at the bottom. I will be fine.
30-foot drop.
If a 50-foot rope, 60 feet down.
I'm just telling you the tunnel goes 30 feet and then there's a 30-foot drop to the ceiling. to the
Yep.
floor.
And I'm telling them that with a 50-foot rope, they'll still have a 10-foot drop
Oh yeah.
after coming down the rope. Maybe
Yes.
even like 15 because of having to tie the rope
Yeah,
up. I mean,
that's
it won't
fine.
take
Yeah.
5.
Mm.
It'll be,
No, that's
it'll be
okay.
an 11-foot drop at the bottom of this.
just enough to take a little damage.
Dang it. If it was a 9-foot drop, I wouldn't take any damage. Damn it. Can we drop a 1-foot base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is a rope. There is that one rock you said we can move, so we just drop that down there and then try to land on the rock.
Yeah,
Okay, guys,
you're like, "Oh, got it.
this will be great.
Perfect.
Does this crack? Does this look like we might be able to climb it ourselves
Yeah, you
without
do you
the
think you can
assistance
pull
of a
the
rope?
on the edge of it? The edge of
Yeah.
it's very rough. You could definitely give it a try climbing it. You don't think it's going to be difficult. Of course, doesn't mean you can't roll a complete failure and fall to your doom, but
Can
it's only 5 feet wide and it's pretty easy to
And that
climb
would
down.
take you down to 30 feet, I think.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
drop
then
can
it'd be a
I
30-foot drop
attach-
still.
Can I climb down this frack until I can I attach a rope further down so that the rope would hang all the way to the floor then?
Certainly can. Yeah. You just gotta,
Right.
you can tighten down a rope anywhere you want. It's only a
Yeah.
5-foot tunnel, so you can climb down and brace yourself. You want to climb
He's
down
gonna
there?
do that. He's gonna
Just-
climb down 20.
Would you like to
20
hold this rope
feet-ish.
while you do so? Yushar's holding onto the other end of his rope for you.
Sure. He takes X hammer and puts it in his teeth. And
Alright.
then
Using the rope,
grabs the rope.
you're using the rope, you're able to
Because-
climb down 20 feet.
Because you wouldn't want to use your mage hand to hold a hammer.
You hear voices,
Huh?
from below. You hear a voice,
As we're talking.
and a voice from below kind of yells out. You can hear it calling out, "Yidan unida unyiwa." That is now. It seems like chanting.
It's not Elvish or Gnomish, is it?
Give me a roll. What? Oh, you have Elvish and Gnomish. Those are the
Yeah.
languages that you speak. It is not those languages.
Can we hear it up on the top? part
You
of this thing?
cannot.
Okay.
No. You can only hear it when you're halfway down the tunnel.
Can I climb?
Yeah, you were able to freely climb down. It's no big deal.
Okay.
You climb on the
Um,
20 feet and you attach the rope. When you start hitting the rope in, you kind of hear the voice stop for a moment.
I was gonna try to climb back up because I know that do either of you know silence?
Yes.
Hemo's gonna like climb back up. He's gonna say, "There's somebody down there. They're like chanting. If we cast silence in the tunnel, we can sneak up on them."
This is a good idea. I will do it.
All right, but there's somebody chanting down there. But once silence is up, I won't be able to tell you what's going on. So just be careful on your way down.
Gashar says that he will cast it 20 feet down. So the silence will begin at the top of this gap and it will extend for the duration of the height of the gap and another 10 feet into the room. But the floor will not be silenced.
Okay.
And he'll do that.
Um,
He'll spend his 2 key points and cast silence
All
on a
right.
spot in the middle of the vertical
Perfect.
tunnel.
okay. So Hemo goes down and does that hammering and
attach it?
silence.
The Titan. Okay.
Nice. All right. You now tap the thing in silence. It is obviously easy enough to do.
And you can't hear any chanting.
So yeah, you're just like, then it slides right in. Perfect. All right.
That's what she said.
Yep. Attach the rope.
Just tap it in.
All right. Now you have a rope. You're gonna let the rope drop to the floor.
He's gonna. Can I like visually signal people to come down?
Yep. They can come down there. There's 20 feet to climb without a rope, or just somebody else
Yeah.
have a rope up there to hold them down.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll drop the rope and I think I'll just start climbing down.
There's 2 ropes in play right now. There's one that's currently been going up to the upstairs, and there's a rope that now currently Hemo has attached 20 feet down that's in his hand right now.
Mhm.
Does anybody else have rope they want to use? Okay.
No?
So Hemo, you are 20 feet down. You signal for them to climb down. They're going to climb down that section without a rope. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
who's
he's
down?
going to drop the rope and start climbing down that.
Or you're going to drop the
um,
rope, but it's going to drop to the floor.
Yep. He's gonna. His plan is to wait for the party so that if they notice the rope falling down, I've got backup behind me.
You got it. All right, Hemo, you are down the rope. Who's coming out after Hemo?
I will. Eck will.
All right, Eck, you climb down. You're gonna climb down the space. You kind of go around the edges. It's only 5 feet wide, so you're able to kind of climb down easily enough, and you can go to the rope. All right. You get about 20 feet down. Now, Hemo, you are now 20 feet down the hole, toward the hole. You go to the edge of the rope. You can kind of see now you're at the edge at 30 feet. There's a 30-foot drop. You can look into the chamber. I'll show you the chamber so you can see what you're jumping into here. I'll put the map for this next. The map is actually next to this, but it's really over there. They kind of overlap each other, but it'd be too confusing. So I actually have them. I have a circle where it comes out.
Cool.
Oh, I see the circle. Yeah. So I'd be here. Hello. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, so you'll
Okay.
have about 10 feet of gap from the ceiling down where it'll still be in silence.
All right, so you can jump. Are you going to jump down to the ground at this point, Emo?
The rope will go all the way down.
All right,
It depends on what I see in the.
all right. But I'll show you what this room looks like. What you can see here is you can see that there is a swirling vortex that is almost like milky water that is thrashing around. Part of it is blue, but most of it is purple. Okay, what you see here is that a sphere that exists in the center of the room, it is almost like liquefied. The outer edges of this platform that you see rise up about 2 feet, and it's contained. It's almost like a swimming pool, weirdly, with this metallic, almost bluish liquid flowing around it. Next to it is this purplish liquid that where the purple touches the blue, there is a violent electrical charge as the blue liquid overtakes and consumes the blue liquid. There seems to be a beast next to it. This hideous being is wrapped in a ragged tarp, looming over an ocean of swaying magical liquid. The beast is leather-faced, has a leathery face thing where its eyes sockets and where it might consider its mouth are merely gaping holes in its face. Its crooked fingers extend into the purplish liquid, bellowing out a chant that echoes throughout the chamber.
Oh, we can't hear it.
Yeah. No, but next to it, you can see here is the symbol, the statue that you easily recognize as Mistra, the goddess of magic. And here you can easily recognize as the iconic image of Shar, a woman in black of regal nature. Here, a beautiful woman wearing a flowing dress, her arms outstretched in grace. And in the center, this weird viscous item. Do you want to give me an arcane check, please?
Yeah. 6. I was absent this day in wizard school.
You think that the purple and blue stuff is probably magic-y.
Probably not good to touch. That's about all I know.
It might be magic.
Maybe.
That's a cool 90s band.
They might be magic.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're sitting there kind of looking down at this thing and you can see this. What do you think you're going to do? This thing is touching the water, and as it does, the black or the purplish liquid that's flowing in there seems to be overtaking and consuming and destroying the blue stuff. Electrical charge.
I'm going to climb down the rope and try to keep quiet. Hopefully it doesn't seem like I have a ton of cover to hide behind, but maybe I can like hide behind you said there's like a pool that this thing is contained in?
There are 2 dead bodies that you can see here and here. They're both almost skeletal-like, and you see these purplish flecks kind of flaking off it. And one appears to be a thinner, smaller woman. The other one appears to be a bigger, more husky male creature, possibly an orc. And this one is wearing plate armor, and this one seems to be wearing cloth. Breastplate armor.
Probably these 2.
Yeah.
Am I able to like hide on the other side of this energy ball?
You can certainly
try to.
You can certainly give me a roll.
How high does it come off the ground?
I get down to the ground with an 8 stealth roll.
All right. For those of you who can hear,
Hello there.
What you hear is a oh shit. As you gotta land hard. All right, landing on the ground, this creature here, it turns to you, and it looks as this purplish. His fingers dipped into the purple. It kind of stares at you with this longing face, black face, long eye holes, long mouth hole that looms out and stretches out. Kind of like I know you did last summer mask, that kind of white thing, but it's all black, and it stares at you, and it starts laughing. More, give me more. That's what it says. What are you gonna do?
I don't give it
Does
to
this
him.
thing look humanoid?
It's humanoid, human-esque. What you can see,
Kind of humanoid.
hideously being wrapped in ragged tarps, looms over an ocean of swaying magical liquid. Its face, which if you can call it that, has just where its eye sockets, where its mouth is, two gaping holes that just kind of stretch out and elongate. It is his crooked fingers that reach out into the pool, and it stares at you and says, more, more.
Well, it's got a face. It talks. 2 arms, 2 legs. I fish the scroll of charm person out of my bag, and I say, I cast it and say, "Hey, buddy, we're just following a cat down here. You can just keep doing your thing."
All right, you cast a spell.
It must make a. If it's a humanoid within range
Yes.
of 30 feet, it must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if we're fighting it. We're not.
Nice.
And it's charmed by me if it fails. I think my
Sweet.
spell save DC is 13 here.
All right. You cast
Or
that.
if there's this something associated with this particular scroll, if it has its own DC, I'm not actually quite sure.
You cast a spell at it. How far away are you right now from it? Let's see here.
30 feet.
30 feet. You cast a spell at it. It looks over at you. It stares into your eyes. And when it does so, you can see that when you look into the heart of death looks at you. And when that happens, you must give me a Constitution saving throw.
25. I crit on it.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. When this thing stares at you, you feel yourself sort of, your whole body sort of like getting away. You feel like your willingness to even move forward and it can even do anything is kind of consumed. For a second there. You think about all the things you did in your life and you're not even sure if you want to continue. But then you shake it off and you realize that part of your body's flaking. You see this purplish part of your body is just kind of melting away. And when you do so, you find that you've taken 10 points of psychic damage. Like, what the hell just happened? What's the rest of you guys gonna do?
At least Ek is gonna finish climbing down.
All right, put one of the circles that are immediately next to Hemo.
Same.
All right.
Are we rolling initiative?
I'll let you guys get down, and then we'll roll initiative. So
Hemo says, "I don't think that's a person."
It doesn't look right.
Anybody else want to get down? All
Yeah,
right.
I'm getting down.
Wave, you're gonna get down too.
You're bringing
Get
the cat.
funky. Get down tonight. Get down tonight.
There's somebody
We're all
bringing the cat.
clustered for a nice area of effect attack.
Nice. This is what I love to see. All right. All
I
right.
wasn't sure how far you let us move as part of
No,
that.
I want you to just kind of stay next to here because you're gonna kind of coming down. All right. Now
No.
we're gonna roll initiative.
My owl. Can I put the owl there too, or
Where do you want the owl to be?
just like right next to me?
All right.
And did anybody bring the cat?
I thought Finnis was carrying the cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the cat.
Can't move them, though.
I finally
Cat will
rolled
be at finish
initiative
right now.
above a 3.
All right. Next thing. Okay. So next thing is we're gonna roll initiative and see where people end up.
Another 15.
Wow.
You're very consistent tonight.
Hemo's just going at his own pace.
Yeah.
Faster
what'd
than
you get?
average, but
11.
still his own pace.
Hemo, what'd you get?
15.
Finnis.
An absolutely massive 3.
Wait, what'd you got? What?
10.
10. All right. And Eckankar,
I got 13.
13. Okay. This creature is going to go at a speedy.
Uh-oh.
I got about an average as you can get. Let's see here.
That'd be 10.
All right. So right away, Hemo, you get to go first.
So this thing stared at me, and then I started like this purple energy.
Yeah, it just started flaking off you for a second. You're like, then you look down, you're like, what just happened? It's almost like you were transferred, like you were kind of like mesmerized. And then you look down, you see this flakiness. It kind of went away. It just kind of sparkled for a second and went away.
Okay. So Hemo's going to. Is this ball like opaque? Does it look like he'd be able to see me if I ran the?
Now
the
remember,
other
it's
side
2
of this
feet
thing?
high. It's 2 feet
Oh,
high.
This
it's
is like a pool.
It's a pool.
Okay.
Yeah. And around the edges, Hemo, around the outer edges, you can see inscribed arcanic writings all the way around it, circling. Think of it like the One Ring where they have the burning energy all around it. But in this particular case, it's all in blue. Arcane writing all around it. You can take
Alright.
time to read it if you want, but I'm just letting you know it's there.
Geez. This thing seems pretty dangerous.
All right, make a decision. What are you going to do, sir?
I think he's going to run up to it and slash it with his sword.
Ah! Take that, you bastard.
It was coming right for us.
Yeah.
First swing is a 20 to hit with my +1 scimitar.
That is going to do damage.
7 points of slashing.
All right, you hit it.
And then with my second attack, I think I'm gonna attempt to shove it prone, because with multiple attacks, you can use one of them for your grapple or shove.
Absolutely, go for it.
Because it looks like he's trying to do something here, and I want to stop that. So, I'll have to save against my athletics. That's a 12.
Well, what do I get? Ooh, cut die. What do I get? Oh, I rolled the net. I had the 16 plus, so he does not get shoved.
Dang.
When you touch him, his body is almost like hitting an ice cube. It's so cold. Like you kind of feel this, and when you pull it away from him, it's almost like this black ichor sticks to your fingers for a moment.
Gross.
Eckankar, you see Hemo run forward and try to swat at it. It kind of staggers as it hits damage, gets shoved, and it doesn't. It's strong. You think it's probably as strong as you are.
Somebody burn this creepy thing.
Yeah, I'm going to run up and get in a combat with Hemo and do some strikes. Does 19 hit?
19 does hit. What do you do for damage on the thing?
Do 9 points of bludgeoning.
Ah, you go to hit it. Bam! You hit the thing. It rattles it right to the bone. But as soon as you hit, you see this purplish energy kind of go flow around it and just push your weapon back. Your weapon is launched back in your hand and you don't do any damage.
Oh,
The
okay.
creature looks at you.
All right. Then he's gonna do a second attack. 11. It's probably not a hit.
No.
And then I'll try to shield bash him down. 21.
Tie, nothing happens.
Jeez.
You got to knock it in his
Man, this guy.
his fingers are like dipping into the purplish goo, and you hit it. It's like,
Even with the silver, nothing.
no, silver does not
Yeah.
help it.
All right.
All right. Now we're in to next round category where the prize is double, but so does the danger.
Wait,
All right. So that brings us to it get to go.
Wait, did you
All
go
right.
through everybody in the current round? Is that what you just said?
Nope. Hemo went,
Yeah.
Eckankar went, and now I have my creature got a 13, but
Yeah,
goes.
thank you. I thought you're talking about the next second round. Or
Yeah, no,
something.
no, next one around. Okay.
Gonna
All right.
pull up my reaction spells.
This thing pulls this purplish goo out of it, that purplish haze, kind of pulls it out. It launches above it. It goes and it takes part of it and shoves it in his eyes.
Ah,
When it does it, it springs down. It goes out, and then the purplish, violent purple in its eyes starts glowing. And when that happens, it's going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4. Hemo. What I need you to do is give me a Constitution save.
14.
Okay.
What's gonna happen to Hemo? There's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot of dice.
You get hit, and you are once again struck where you get kind of radiated on you, and you have 13 points. I'm sorry, you radiate on you, and you take 13, but you get half of that, so 6 points of psychic damage. Now, once he put these things in his eyes, you see this purple radiates around all over him, and a ring 30 feet out from him erupts in this purplish ichor that surrounds him. Now it's radiating all around him. All right, that brings us to Gashar. Gashar, you take 5 points of necrotic damage. Are you immune to necrotic? You take risk resistant necrotic, right?
I'm going to check my Demi Shade template. I do have resistance to necrotic.
You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. Well, not excellent, but better than 5.
Nope, I don't know what this is either.
Hill Wince says, "What was that?" He's
I
basically
missed
going
this one in wizard school.
to run around this thing, this statue on the back here, and basically try to get over here. And you can do it in 50.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Well, yeah, even doing the not rounding that corner, you can still do it in 50.
All right.
And then I've got flanking on this Orcus. I'm going to try to hit it with my quarter staff.
All right, go for it.
All right. Two-handed. Oh. Wow. I didn't think I double clicked, but I got 2 attacks, which is what I would have done, I guess.
Yep.
So 22 to hit and a 17 to hit.
They will both make contact.
Excellent. Well, 7 points and 4 points is 11. I'm going to hit him with the booming blade in case he tries to move out of that space.
Okay.
And then I will try to do a kick on him and we'll see if this works. It hasn't been very successful lately, but who knows?
You're gonna kick him?
Yeah.
What armor class you hit?
25.
All right. You hit him, but it's like hitting solid steel with your feet. So bam, and this thing doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. He's sort of gotten used to that now. He's like, that's what I thought.
All right.
I'll tell everybody again.
All right. It is Waif, it is your turn.
Waif is going to study the runes.
All right, give me an arcane roll. Arcana roll.
5.
All right, you
Oh.
begin studying him. Now, basically, you're studying him.
Can we use inspiration on anything?
I have an inspiration die. I will use it.
Do it.
All right.
Does that give me a reroll?
Yeah,
It's
you
a-
get
an
basically
advantage.
you get advantage. So yeah, you got to reroll.
Yeah, do it. I still have one I haven't used either. I was just double checking. So
I
was
forgot
gonna give
about
you
that.
mine.
I will use it.
Okay, so you're studying.
7.
You're studying the ruins. Okay,
I'm not about to die for a cat, am I?
Finnis, it's your turn.
Possible.
yes.
I would throw my life away for Scoot.
But I will also move.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. But You can do it. I'm going to like take cover behind that so he doesn't have at least direct line of sight.
Yeah, that will give you. In fact, where you're at now, you pretty much get total cover from him, but you can't hit him either. All right, that brings us to Finnis. What are you gonna do?
Finnis, his eyes glow, and the creature here has to make a, what is it? Dexterity save of 14.
All right, I fail. What happens to me?
16 points of radiant damage from Sacred Flame.
16
it.
Nice.
Erupts.
16 points.
Nice.
I think that might be max.
Kelmavor and Mistra dated at one time, just so you know.
It looks over at you. All right, that is
I'll take my bonus action to dodge.
Hemo. Your turn. Take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Ow. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to make a concentration check.
What's that? No. This is
Just
this is a
checking.
magical aura.
Sure.
Yeah.
But some of those have a
No, I get it.
concentration
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. This is just aura.
I'm going to take my second wind as a bonus action. Roll a d10 plus fighter level, 8 points.
All right. Say again. Your second win yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I took a second wind and I got a 3 on the d10. So 3 plus 5 is 8 points of healing.
Well, at least you got a 10 for hit points bonus for getting 5th level. So that's helpful.
And
And you dealt more damage than you took.
Yeah.
I'm worried about whatever this type of damage is going to do to me if I go down. So
Yeah.
All right. What else you gonna do?
I'm going to take my multi-attacks. Main hand scimitar. Swing it. 26 to hit.
Yes, that's
There
gonna
we
hit.
go.
11 points of slashing damage.
All right, you hit it. Good.
And second attack, 17 points.
That will also hit.
To hit, 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points of slashing damage. All right.
Can you action surge or no?
I can action surge.
Is that another bonus?
How's this thing looking? Like, did that look like it had an effect? Obviously, my magic sword.
This thing doesn't seem to
hitting it.
have any acknowledgement of what damage is being done to it. It's almost like a statue and how it's moved. You're hitting it. You know you're doing. You're clearly feeling you're causing splintering and cutting, but it makes no physical reaction. You don't see blood, anything. It's just like, oh.
Can I
All right.
action surge and attempt to shove it away from the
But
purple?
didn't you
wall,
heal yourself?
the purple pool.
Did you
I
heal yourself?
did. I don't believe.
Is action surge a bonus action?
No, action surge is not a bonus action. It just
You get to
is
just do
a
it.
single use. Yeah,
No,
you
sure.
can take one additional action on top of your regular action, and then you need to short rest.
Okay.
I'll just go all out. I'll just roll all out here.
Okay, go for it.
I'll action surge, and then I'll take a shove action to try to get him away from this pool. Seems like
Perfect.
that's part of his power. So 18 athletics.
All right, you're gonna try to shove him and move him away.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove him 5 feet back. If I have to step like up onto the pool to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, you move up there. You move up there, and you try to shove him, but he's like a stone. He just resists your shove. He mocks it. He mocks your shove with his glowing purple eyes.
Gonna take your third attack or
Your
fourth attack, technically.
I'm debating whether to try to shove him again. I don't know. He seems like he's really strong.
Yeah.
He mocked you after that one. It's rude.
Well, yeah, I'll try again. I'll try another shove.
All right.
And if that doesn't work, it doesn't work. 23 athletics.
Still, I got a 19, and then plus my bonus, so he still beat you.
Oh my
geez.
god.
Try throwing a leg in there. Little. Here, I'll climb down on my knees behind him, and you push him over me.
You got to
no.
put your back into it.
Hemo just attacks and tries to drive this thing back, but it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
he's
thing
very
is
strong.
Yeah, this thing is really strong.
Yeah.
Hemo just looks up at him like, oh shit.
Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
You could step back, though.
As a bonus
Oh,
action.
Eckankar, take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, geez. Okay. So, I understand. So, as a bonus action, Eckankar is going to cast magic weapon on his hammer.
Ooh.
There you go.
There you go.
Go.
Yes.
Do it on my foot.
Yeah, I'll do
Magic foot.
that. All right, and then he'll
Stop,
take
I'll
his
take
2
it.
attacks. Oh, that's a
Oh.
that's
You're
a,
one level away from magic foot,
it's
Gashar.
a nat 1 on the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
And
hit
oh,
part of the
geez.
statue.
Oh,
What'd you get?
A
7
1 and a
on the
2?
second one.
You're right. You cast your weapon and you begin swinging.
How long does
Okay.
that last? The
Get it.
magic weapon.
A minute.
Okay.
Yeah, a minute.
It's a concentration, right?
Yep.
You start swinging, but you get so amped up. You're actually, you're
I
just
can
kinda,
hit something now.
Ah,
I've
just
never
go a
had a
little bit
magic
too-
weapon before, so I'm really into it.
all right, it's turn.
Uh,
All right, let me do a couple things here. Actually, I'm gonna put it in that spot and
Hemo's watching. He's wondering if this thing needs the pool to cast its spells.
Well, it was nice to know you, Hemo.
Finnis, don't let me die for a cat.
all right, from those skeletal remains, lift up 2 creatures. And they both rise up and they rush forward at the nearest creature to be around them, attacking Finnis from all sides.
I thought you controlled the dead. What are you doing?
Let me see. I got a 16, but I have a +2 for flanking, so that's 18. So I hit you.
Meets it, beats it.
I rolled the same exact thing both times. They both hit you. All right, these skeletal creatures, when they hit you, they're consumed. Reach. Okay, they're going to do 1d6 + 1.
We didn't have the pleasure of finding out what they did in the.
Ooh, they
previous
both
encounter.
did almost max damage. I did
Yeah.
7 and 6 slashing damage as they reach out to grab you. Now I need you to make
Uh-oh.
charisma saves. I need 2 of them. Well, give me 1 and then 1. So give me 1 first.
7, probably not.
Okay, so roll me a d4.
Just a D4.
Yeah.
3.
All right, you lose 3 points of charisma.
Ooh.
oh,
Now
no.
give me a new charisma save with your new charisma.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, that's cruel.
Yeah.
Doing it in
Charisma.
order.
Good thing Flanders in here. He doesn't need to lose any charisma.
There is another charisma-based character here.
But I'm not over there.
8.
Can I give him?
You rolled
my
8. Roll me a
inspiration?
d4.
Can I get my inspiration to advantage that one?
Yeah, you
1.
can. 1? Okay. Well, you can if you want. But you want to give him the advantage to roll it again? You can.
I was offering.
If you wanted to do that. If
For what? How do you do that?
Just
You just roll,
reroll.
re-roll.
you want to re-roll your second attack, second charisma save, go ahead. He can
16.
use it.
Gashar sees you
Don't be
doing
bad.
this, and he's just he
Go for it.
like,
Also
calls
have
out, like,
that
watch out
token of
behind you.
luck. Could the token of luck be used here?
You can use the token of luck too. You have 3
You
uses
got
of
a
that.
16 for the second one, right?
I'm not burning my luck right now.
All right, you're going to take it, the
This
4
is
points.
only the
Your
beginning.
luck
Yep.
seems like it's
Well,
running
so-
out right now. Though.
Are you going to take his inspiration he's going to give you? You have character inspiration, right?
Yeah, I use it. I got a 16 on my next.
Okay,
save.
so you made it. So you only took 3 points, not the last one.
And
So
save
you're
you a
down
pen, but
3 charisma. All right. That
I'll mark
means
that off.
okay, those 2 guys went.
Thank you, sir.
All right. This creature, Eckankar. Eckankar, give me a Constitution savings throw.
17.
Ooh.
All right,
Oh,
so you're only
there
going
you
to take half damage.
There we go.
So you're going to take it. It hits you with a necrotic gaze, death gaze. And you're going to
Don't
take
like the sound of
half-
that.
Not you take total with at half damage. Take 9 points of necrotic damage,
Ooh, that's half. Jeez.
and then as its action, it's going to do a withering gaze. No, it's not. It's going to try to knock Hemo into the pool.
Uh-oh.
That's not what I was referring to last round at all. No.
When it cast that spell at Eckankar, did it interact with the pool to do so, or were its eyes still like all
Its
blue?
eyes are all purplish, and it literally just looked at him.
Maybe we should cover it with a blanket.
Mm.
Or a bag of holding.
That means, and then what I want you to do, Hemo, is just give me a defense against being knocked back. But it's
Can I
being
use my acrobatics?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
23.
no problem. It kind of goes to shove you. Nothing happens.
Whew. Not today.
Nice.
Acrobatics. I'm sort of picturing me like spinning off of the edge of the pool.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
All right. And then I have one more thing to do here.
Don't die, Hemo. But seriously, anybody got
I'm
like
trying.
a potato sack or something we can put over his head?
I mean, all of us carry a bedroll, but
All right. From here, emerge these two creatures, and I can move. I moved 10 feet so far, so I'm going to move
oh no, that's where I was gonna suggest
15,
as an escape
20.
route.
25,
Right.
30. And this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I don't think I can reach you and attack. Hold on. 5, 10, 15. I can move to here. Okay. So it used Gashar, you can see one of these consumed running out toward you. This other consumed is running up to Waif and attacking. Oh, I didn't think I rolled very well, though. I think I missed. So I have a +6. I had a 13 armor class.
Miss.
Yeah. Okay. That means Gashar, it's your turn.
All right. See him running. He just sort of instinctively takes a 5-foot step over away from it. And he'll continue to attack this Orcus, though.
Orcus symbiont.
Does a 18 hit? I got the
It
flanking.
does, yes.
And a 23 would, I'm assuming. So didn't roll very high for damage though. So 9 more points of damage
Nice.
on these two. From those two attacks.
All right, anything else you're gonna do, Gashar?
No, not this round.
Waif. What is
So Shadow
Wrath
goes
gonna
in
do?
and distracts the consumed,
yeah.
and I will Eldritch Blast.
Boom. Go on and Eldritch Blast the thing.
26 for 14 points of damage.
Your energy sucks inside of it. You think it gains temporary power.
What?
From force damage?
Yeah.
It's not good at all.
You think it has temporary hit points right now. You did how much damage to it?
14.
14. Okay. Okay. Cool. That brings us to Finnis. I'm sorry, you just did that. Are you moving out?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take away my agency, I understand.
Not him
one-
doing it, it's the
one
consumed doing it.
One creature in 6 months can't be affected by his items, and I'm getting out this slack. All right.
Well, I will.
You could have read it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull away because
Bravely.
this is not going well.
You're just gonna flee. It's gonna
Mhm.
make an attack of opportunity on you,
Sure.
which then you can also then, of course, rebuke if he hits you.
Mhm.
All right, I rolled an 11 plus 6 is 17.
Yep, and I will hellish rebuke it.
Okay, so let him do his thing because you might destroy him with the hellish rebuke, even though he does have temporary hit points. Wait, does 1d6 plus 1 clawing damage?
If this
6
works.
points of clawing damage, and then you get to make a saving throw. And
If
I'll
this
say
works, I'm
charisma
picturing
save, please.
Wrath
You're
just-
charisma based. You're probably gonna make it anyway.
Charisma save?
Yeah.
18.
Oh,
Yeah, you made it. So you don't take any charisma damage. So go ahead and what are you gonna do?
20 points of fire.
20 points of fire. Okay. So fortunately, because he has a bunch of temporary hit points right now, your 20 points of fire didn't quite kill it, but you actually did damage to it.
If this works, I'm picturing Wrath just running past these guys.
He gets thrown back. You see part of the energy. He has this energy inside of it, kind of gets worn away. kind of comes back down to normal. All right, that brings us to Finnis. Finnis, what are you gonna do?
Finnis is going to. I'm just
It
reading
was 6
spells
points.
here.
Mhm.
He's
I
just
did
going
5
to
plus 1 is 6
swing
points of physical damage to you.
with his vicious warhammer on this guy here.
Go for it.
17 to hit,
That'll hit.
5 points of bludgeoning,
5 points of bludgeoning it is. All right.
and then he'll take his bonus action to dodge.
All right.
Which I think I did last time too, but it's okay.
Did you dodge? And did I not?
It's okay. We both forgot.
Okay. All right. I didn't know you could do that as a bonus action. That's cool.
Yeah, is that a cunning?
Or is it a bonus action?
No, that
Normally it's an action to dodge. And then
Oh.
he like the monk can use a key point to bonus action dodge.
That's right. That's right. Okay, never mind.
That's why you didn't
Yeah,
take
just the
effect,
swing.
because you thought you were dodging. You're dodging. You're dodging like I dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, head movement.
you gotta
That'll help.
it's this kind of thing. Okay. All right. All right, cool. So that is Finnis. Round refreshes. Hemo, you're standing on the edge of this pool, just attacking the hell out of this symbiont.
I think I'm gonna have to just take some more attacks at it.
Go for it. You've been doing a lot of damage to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a swing. 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah, is that a critical?
Eight? Nope, not quite. That was an 18 on the die.
Nice. How much damage do you do this?
8 points of slashing.
All right.
And then a second attack. Oh, 22 to hit.
Yes, you've been on fire today.
7 more points of slashing.
That's cool. Way to go. You're just crutting this thing down. Anything else you're gonna do?
And, I'm gonna move over here in hopes that maybe he can't push me into the pool.
Cool. That
I'm
is
gonna give up on trying to shove him away from it.
all right. Eckankar, you see you now have this magic weapon in your hand. Oh, Hamo, you took 5 points of necrotic damage too.
Ow.
I will
Okay.
take mine as well.
Yeah, Eckankar, take your 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So let's see if I can actually hit this time.
Come on.
Magic weapon.
12.
No.
All right. Second attack.
Ah.
There you go.
23. And I'm gonna
Yes.
divine smite.
And you're gonna divine smite him?
Do it.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So that is 9, or no, I'm sorry. So it should be 10 bludgeoning and then another 6 radiant damage. So 16 damage in total.
And it's all from a magical weapon, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Sweet. Cool. Boom.
There we go.
He reacts that time.
Yeah, he's definitely reacting to that.
Okay.
All right. That is its turn. All right, I'll start with these guys up here. 20 runs up to Waif. I rolled a 16 total.
It's
That's gonna hit you that time. Gonna hit you for 4 points of damage and give me a wisdom or charisma save, please.
24.
I kind of figured you wouldn't be. It's kind of hard to get you down. All right,
Well,
now
plus
Finnis.
7 to that roll.
Yeah.
So
Finnis, your turn. These guys are gonna attack you. Didn't hit. One didn't miss you completely. Now the 15 plus 6 plus 2 more is gonna be enough to hit you. You're gonna be hit for 6 points of physical damage and give me a new modified charisma roll save.
I'm all the inspirations for you. Roll good.
13.
13 total. Nice. Well, I'm pretty sure I made that. Let me double check my numbers, but I think you just made it barely. Oh, it'd be really great if I, brought up the right episode. Yes, 13 makes the save. Sweet.
Yes.
All right. You're not affected. All right. In the meantime, this creature is going to just retreat. And it retreats to here.
Can I attack it
And
before
do
it
we all get
does?
attacks of opportunity?
No, he just
Nope.
does a 15-foot move.
Oh, he
That's his
Disengage.
disengage.
He climbs
just-
into the
okay.
pool.
Boom. Yep. He
Uh-oh.
just climbs into the pool, and that's all he's going to do. But you see this purple starts licking all over his body. It's just
I don't like this.
kind of as this kind of
Yeah.
purple ichor just kind of goes up his body.
I couldn't lay a hand on him, so it wouldn't have been easy to just grapple him.
Sure.
You know he was going to do that.
All right, that brings us to Gashar.
No.
Gashar, give me a perception roll. This is just to see if you notice something.
Probably not. I got a 3.
Gee, you guys are not helping yourself.
No.
No.
Okay, what are you gonna do? I don't. He's kind of in a bad spot. I think I'll put him here instead. I think that makes more sense for wise.
Speaking of not helping ourselves, I think you need to take 5 damage.
Yeah, Gashar, take 5 points of
All right.
necrotic damage. 2
I
points
will.
for you.
Sorry.
He has resistance. He gets 2 points.
And then you will run straight up to this consumed and beat the crap out of him, hopefully.
All right, go for it.
There's a 24 and an 18 hit.
24 and 18 both hit.
All right, that'll be 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Is it still up?
14 points of total bludgeoning damage. No,
I'll
that'll
put the
kill it.
I'll put the booming blade on the second one just in case.
Yeah,
anyways.
it literally just shatters as the other ones did, where it kind of just cracks up.
Perfect.
Eviscerates just into nothing. All right. Anything else you're gonna do?
Actually, I will because that was
That was only 10 feet of movement, right?
I think was I here? No, I was here. So 5, 10, 15. I'll keep moving. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay.
No way.
And you gotta take the other attack.
The only thing I would have left is that bonus action to
Don't
do
you get
it.
2 attacks around, or do you attack
I
both?
did
of them?
use both of them on the first guy.
Okay. I didn't
So
know
I'll
if you
just
had
come out,
14.
catch up.
Okay.
I got your back, Wrath.
All right. Wait. You see Gashar come running up
That's
behind
good.
you.
This is not good.
Wait, your turn.
We'll do shocking grasp. 16,
16 does hit.
10
kill
points
it.
of lightning damage.
10 points of lightning damage. You strike into it. All right. You hit it for lightning. You think you're doing some damage to it with lightning. How much damage? You said 16?
16. No, 10.
10? 10 total? Okay. Okay. Boom. Good job. That is Wave. Finnis is your
I
turn.
will
All
also, I'm going to move around.
right. You should run around on the corner. Cool. Finnis is your turn.
Finnis reaches out to the skeleton in front of him here. 13 to hit.
Which one? This one? I guess it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That one. Okay, that one. Cool. 13 to hit. Well, I think the armor class is 13. We'll confirm. Armor class is 13. Yes.
So got it. All right, then I do 11 points of necrotic damage.
11 points of necrotic damage. You hit it for 11 points of necrotic damage, but it is immune.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess they're damaging us with it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I don't siphon any hit points back.
All right.
That's not a good use of a spell slot.
That's at the
It is
Okay.
finished. It is now
I
He-
don't
Hemo,
know.
your turn.
My action economy is so bad.
Uh,
Clerics.
Hemo's
Useful, but-
he's gonna cast another chromatic orb at the creature in the pool.
Perfect. Also
Um,
take 5 points of necrotic damage.
All right. And he's going to cast it and surround it in a ball of flaming energy. He's going to try to do fire damage to it. 16 to hit.
16 to hit will hit.
Yes, 9 points of fire damage.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta hit the thing. It's sitting there kind of like pulling up the.
How you
the
like
purple.
that, you cold
Pulling up the
sticky
purple and-
monster?
attaching it to itself, and you see that this thing is it's kind of, you think that the pool is kind of healing it, but you did a lot of damage to it. All right, that brings us to Eckankar. Eckankar, what are you gonna do? You take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, I already took them. Okay, so I will move to here and then cast Prayer of Healing. So up to 6 creatures within 30 feet, which should be everybody, gets 2d8 plus my spell casting modifier back.
Nice.
Let's hope I roll well.
Roll well.
Okay,
Ooh.
so 9 plus over here. Okay, so everybody gets 12 points of healing back.
Nice. Boom.
What's the extra 2 from?
Hmm?
What's the extra?
Because I had my extra spell casting modifier to
Oh,
it as well.
yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry, 10. So it's 13. Excuse me. I was looking at your roll of 9. So everybody gets 13 points.
Nice. Yeah, because you have I was gonna say, don't you have a +3 spell modifier now? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So that was awesome. Eckankar goes healing pretty much everybody. It's effectively healing itself too right now.
Oh no.
Okay.
So we get 10 points back.
You get 13 points.
All right.
Kashad, get behind me.
All right. The consumed are attacking Finnis endlessly. He has hard armor class, though. I missed both times. All right. This creature here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, you're going to be attacked again. You would have been better off going after Kashar, but that's fine.
Oh, and I did pass concentration from the 5 damage I took.
Okay. You'll take 23 to hit you. Will hit you. And you're going to take 6 points of regular damage and then give me a concentration, or sorry, give me a charisma save.
16.
Yes. Like I said, I pretty much know I can't really do any damage to you, but that's okay.
That's the only thing I got going for me right now. So.
Yeah. Well, you could Eldritch Blast them all you want.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Great.
Gashar, this symbiont is sitting in the purplish part of the pool, sitting in the purple part.
Healing himself.
Yeah, healing himself as the blue ichors kind of like the purple kind of draws back and the blue kind of takes a little bit more space.
Oh, good.
He's trying to use the energy of the.
He does take note of that because he remembers that story. He's like,
Yeah.
This might be good. Keep hitting him. And he's going to beat the crap out of this consumed in front of him again.
All right.
Hopefully. Does a 16 hit him?
It does.
6 points of damage?
Yeah, it's been injured
I
before.
think so. Yeah. I'm deciding if I'm going to do this one. And did you say something to him a moment ago? I just want to make sure I heard it.
Motioning to the other side of the room towards Finnis to get away.
Yes. I will go hit that one too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then he'll use a second attack on this guy.
Nice.
For 7 points of damage. 24 to hit.
24 to hit?
Yeah.
7 points, you said?
Yep.
All right. You're bludgeoning damage too, right?
Yes.
Okay. That will be enough with 7.
Perfect. What did I say move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll keep moving out of here. I did take my 2 points of necrotic, but he'll move out. Is that out of it, or do I need to move more?
I will say
half.
it's more. I think you're fine. I haven't really made Finnis take the damage either, so
Okay.
I'll just call it. That's fine.
At the corner of curves, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, it's close enough. All right, Finnis. Or sorry, that was Gashar. Waif. What is Wrath going to do?
Fireball.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Time slows down for a second.
I saw that I saw the fire affect it.
Yep.
Right. So
Yep.
that's
Go
why he's
for it.
like, get out of the way.
Getting
Okay, what's my save?
Hang on a sec. I just want to make sure that I'm placing it in the right spot. So like,
hit him and not other people.
yeah,
It's a 20-foot diameter, right?
yeah, I'm targeting it like right here.
Radius?
So it's not going to hit. It'll only hit the guy. in
Radius,
the-
yeah. Okay, you fire it. Fireball erupts. What is not much damage do you do?
It's 3rd level.
Big money, big money.
DC 15, 27 points of damage.
Oh man.
27 points of damage. All right.
Nice.
When that happens, instantly the pool of water, the Ickarit, the purple and all that stuff, it's fighting and swirling. It's swirling around in every direction. And at that point,
That was a nice hit with Wrath.
the pool all
no.
settles down.
Oh, good.
And all you see is this bluish light emanating from a flat surface.
So it just like settles down instantly.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what you see.
Wave.
Is the other
Right,
consume
Wrath.
still there?
You guys beat the shit out of it before me, so
And when you see this little cat jump off of
Finnis.
Finnis's shoulder and walk over, and you can see whatever that thing was, whatever it was doing, whatever it was trying to do to this pool, it emanates away.
Nice.
What about that other thing?
There's still one more consumed.
Yeah,
over there,
there's a consume there. It doesn't go away.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to Finnis. Your turn.
Getting some support from Gashar's making him feel good. He's gonna go ahead and take another swing with his warhammer.
Big money.
19.
19 hits.
4 points of bludgeoning for minimum.
4
damage.
points of bludgeoning. Okay, not up, not still up. All right, that brings us to Hemo. What are you gonna do?
He's gonna. He was just casting a spell. Can I, for style points, draw and throw a dagger at
Sure.
this last consumed?
Go for it.
17 to hit.
That'll do it.
Well,
Even
hang on. That's 25 feet. He steps 5 feet forward and throws the dagger.
yeah, that's fine. You run
7
forward.
points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage. All right, even though it's resistant to piercing damage, is that weapon piercing damage? That's enough though, because it only had one left.
It wasn't magical, that weapon.
What's that? It
No, it
doesn't
was
require
not.
magic.
It doesn't. Oh,
weapons.
those. Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine. They're just resistant to all
Ha-ha!
so.
What was that thing?
All right, below at your feet, you can see the remnants, Finnis and Gashar, of 2 bodies.
These match the descriptions that we saw or heard from the cat.
Pretty
Cat.
close. Yeah.
Cat, is this your
Skinny,
people?
elf-looking one and orc-looking big guy. Yeah.
Are they still purpling into the air?
Yeah, they are. They're current. The bodies are almost just nothing left. They're just they're basically like a skeletal husk. Just kind of
Finnis, did something happen to these things, these people's souls? Is something happening to them after death?
Is this a shadow or necrotic effect?
You're not sure. Why don't you give me? You want to give me some kind of a roll against something? You want?
Could I
What do you
give
want to try to
a-
find out?
I
You
will
want to give me a
Do
religious
religion?
do
roll?
Arcana.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
do
give me a
religion
religious or
check.
Arcana
I'll
roll.
do Arcana because I've seen a lot of spellcasters in my day. I got an 18.
I got
All right.
12 for religion.
All right. What you think is happening is you thought that creature, whatever that thing was corrupting the power of this spell plague surface. This thing was probably some kind of a teleporter and it might have been active during the time of the spell plague when it erupted. And when it did, the spell plague was captured inside the teleport and was held in suspended animation. You think that this creature was using it to corrupt it with the shadow weave and using it to create these creatures.
Oh, wow.
You think that it was doing is literally engulfing these creatures' bodies and using them as puppets, using that power. So, but now it looks like this is still probably a teleporter. You're not really sure how to use it, but it seems to be dormant or closed.
I will tell everybody this.
Those poor souls.
Does
Maybe
anybody
it's
Seems
still
like
see
some
it.
serious magic. Messing with the weave like that, I mean, that takes serious power.
Does anyone want to fetch his body? Did he like
Dude,
poof? Or did
No, he
fall
just
is
in?
there
vanished.
one
He just-
left?
Oh, okay,
Gone.
good.
Nothing left of
It's
them.
gone. Yeah.
If I drop a piece of rubble or something in here, I mean the roof caved in. I'm sure there's a rock I can drop in here to see what happens.
Yeah. You're going to drop it on top of it.
Yeah.
You hit it, and it looks like it's probably glass. When you look at it, you see these energy lights in it. It looks like it's just like a piece of glass. But when you drop the rock on it, it doesn't move at all. It seems like it's solid.
The rock just goes.
Yeah. Just kind of sits on top of it. Doesn't even get much of a bounce ring. Just kind of slides across it.
Can I study this thing again?
Sure, give me a.
Now that I don't. Not in
Yeah, you sit
peril.
down and you begin reading the arcane symbols on the outside, and some of the things that Gashar has claimed is probably is exactly right. This appears to be some kind of a teleporter or some kind of a teleporting hub.
Teleportation circle.
Yeah, but from a time that was way before that any of the most recent times. You don't know how
This
long
could
ago
be-
this is by. Maybe this
be
could have been
2.0 over.
yeah, this could be this could have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years.
2.0 energy. Yes.
So this portal, you're not exactly sure how to turn it on because you don't see anything that tells you how to turn it on. But you think that if you did enough investigation, you'd probably figure out how to turn it on. You're not
I got
sure
an
where it takes
18,
you either or
so-
not. Yeah. So you think that you need to know the actual keywords
words,
to make it
whatever.
work, right? So you have to figure that out. And it might also require some special key, but it must have clearly was already on when the spell plague happened, and it was on when this thing tried to corrupt it with the whatever it was doing with the shadow weave. When it broke, it just default turned off. You don't know if it's even of any use to anybody anymore. It's been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, most
Well,
likely.
I'm not going to stand on it. So
Yeah.
No, I'm not touching that either. It tried to push me right in.
Why not? It is probably off right now. I'll walk away from it and go look at this body.
I was about to say, what is it?
See, you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. That's why not.
Brave Sir Gashar.
All right, Gashar, you're gonna go search that body.
Yeah.
That is
The thin one, I think you
the
said.
thin one. Yeah. You see a small, probably female. You're guessing skeletal body, parts of a skeleton slumped here with all these purple shoes things coming off. You kind of search through the body. You can see that this thing has a sickle and a shield and hide armor. She has a symbol of Kalimvor. She has a silver signet ring that has the emblems of Neverwinter with the three snowflakes, right? And then you can see that also next to it is a gold-plated shaft with arcane symbols etched deep in the crimson as a rod, some kind of a rod or pole right next to her corner of her hip, laying on the ground.
I'll collect each of these things and sit down to study them for a moment.
All right. You look at them, they seem
Yeah,
to
like
be
you described.
yeah,
But he's
what
just
it
sort
was.
of like looking at him a little bit closer. But he does take the ring off of her sort of gently.
Yep. As you do, the finger just kind of crumbles.
To dust.
You pick it up and it kind of the finger just flakes away.
When that happens, actually, he'll pause and he'll actually like put his hand like gently on the skeletal head and just
The head just kind of
touch it and be like, sorry
just disappears.
about that too. Okay. And he'll just keep like he's just sort of gathering the things together around him to examine as everybody else is doing whatever they're doing. He'll probably take a minute to do that.
Can Hemo go examine the doors at the other end of the room?
Certainly can. All right. You're gonna go walk over and examine the doors at the other end of the room.
They were open, right? This two creatures came out of it.
I guess I'll peer down the hallway then.
Yeah, when you look down there, what you're gonna find is unfortunately gonna be disappointing.
More creatures.
If
find
there's
ends.
no monsters in here, I'll be pretty pleased.
Yeah, you find it ends in a dead, collapsed in a hallway. You think whatever this place was part of some collapsed in ancient or older temple that has been collapsed and broken into.
There's no way out this way. Honestly, I think this place might be better off sealed like this.
It must be an old city buried, built upon.
Yeah, does this stonework look like anything we've seen in Helmshold otherwise?
No, it looks older. It looks different. It looks as if it was done by some other civilization altogether. You know that Helm's Hold has been around for quite a long time, and they've had in their times, it has been actually held by both good aligned people like they are now. By it's basically controlled for the most part by Neverwinter and the Lord's Alliance, But in times of past, there have been many phases where for hundreds of years, evil creatures and lords and barbarian hordes and whatever have owned Helm's Hold. It's gone back and forth. You don't know if one of those civilizations had built this in here, and it's been long since lost. You think that it might have only become ajar or when whatever caused the problems with the Scar Alley being all disheveled and things like that, something probably broke free and somebody found it. How this person found this map and that led to this, you don't know, or why this thing was actually in here, you're not sure. But whatever the case is, whatever the problem was, the message sent to Finnis led you here to stop this creature from doing whatever ill it was doing.
These other people were followers of Kalimvor too. Did only followers of Kalimvor get a message that something was going on down here?
And who sent the
Well,
message?
I don't get to see who's CC'd on the messages. So.
Who sent it? Did you say?
Did you look at that IP address?
I admit I was a little hungover when we got the message, but who did it say it was from?
The Doom Guide.
We just woke up and started running after this cat, and then we fought that thing. So we're all probably still a little groggy.
Very odd.
I had
That's
food and
for
water
sure.
and adrenaline though. That helped.
Not how I would prefer to spend my mornings.
The name of the person who had sent the message was Hilgen Reyes, Doom Guide of Port Last.
I don't see a doom guide here. I just see, unless, shit, was that him? With the face?
Is the cat
the
doing anything in
magic?
particular?
Yeah. You got another one in you?
No, the cat's just sitting there, kind of playing around, moving, looking up at you. Nothing of any sort.
None of that spooked you at all. Not the necrotic damage, the skeletons,
No,
the big purple ball, and this
It's
cat's
fine.
just still sitting there.
I'm just gonna examine these statues real quick.
it didn't
Alright,
hurt. It
started
just
with
sort of
Mistral.
tickled.
All right, I want you to give me a history roll.
17.
7.
17. All right, they appear to be just normal statues, but they have within them on both of their arms, both their hands, they have looks like some kind of a way to insert some kind of a gem or something in their hands. You'd think that inserting the 4 gems in the right gems that you need would probably turn this thing on. Yeah. I'll have, now that you guys have been here, I'll have Finnis. I'll have everybody with at least some kind of skill in religion. Give me a roll. You have to have just some skill in religion.
Rank or
One
just
sec.
an actual?
It's just a rank, something you took.
7.
Well, you have.
I got 21.
There you go.
You got 21. All right. Eckankar, you know that when you were talking about this person, they mentioned Doomguard. Now you were running after him, so you didn't get a chance to hear everything that was going on. But now you realize that the Doomguards, they're special priests, clerics, and paladins who are devoted to serving the god of the dead, Kalimvor. They lend their aid to people of Faerun by helping them with their fears of death and uncertainty about the afterlife. They engross themselves in everything surrounding the blasphemous state of the undead. They are fierce fighters of the necrotic. You think after hearing about this and remembering what you know about the Doomguard, that this might have been you might have been coming up against and finding a failed event. You thought that maybe these Doomguard probably failed. They tried to take on this creature and weren't able to do it. And some of these people were probably turned into these, consumed.
Okay.
Maybe as a last action, that one of the creatures, probably the druid, maybe you're not sure, or the cleric itself sent that animal messenger, conveniently using your cat.
Seems the 3 failed in stopping this dark ritual and were turned into those creatures that we fought.
We're missing 2 bodies then.
There was one upstairs. No, 2 upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the one that the
one getting eaten.
There's
The
one
one
getting
that,
eaten upstairs. Yeah.
It seems the entire party had fallen before we even knew what happened.
Hmm.
You said there was other things on the orc.
Yeah, now you're gonna go look at the orc. The orc body has on itself. As I scroll down, scroll.
How
Is
long
there-
ago did the guards say these guys went in?
A few
this
hours.
district?
Yeah.
Just a
a
few
few
hours.
hours.
Unfortunate.
Well, now what is a few hours to a guard? That could be 6 hours or 2 hours. So
Huh. Well, it should be more than 2.
So on
Playing
that
cards.
body, it looks like it's big and wide, probably an orc or half orc. Hard to tell now because the skeleton's just kind of flaking apart to nothing. You see, but unaffected by that is some half plate armor.
Whoa.
The armor is etched with also the symbol of Neverwinter. The thing has a signet ring of Neverwinter. There's a cloak with an image of a port city, beautifully embroidered on a field of blue.
I
Half plate.
wonder.
Yeah,
I can't use it, but
Half play better
We
than
should-
chainmail?
we should.
Could I take this signet ring and see if it's got any more? I guess I'm just trying to identify if this guy might be the Doom Guide of Port Last, or might be the
sure. You're looking at that signet ring, and just as a signet ring of Neverwinter. There's no writing on it or anything like that. Nothing's really
Okay.
to identify who it is.
well, judging by the cloak, this guy could be from Port Last.
Yeah,
I don't
considered
know.
as an
I've
image of a
never
port
heard of
city,
it.
beautifully embroidered on a field of blue.
You said the cloak is untouched.
Yep.
Well, heck, I'm gonna try it on.
All right.
This one looks better than the red cloaks, that's for sure.
You fold out the cloak, you turn around and place it on your
Just like
Your-
your opinion, man.
shoulders. You kind of put it on. It fits like a charm. It fits perfectly for you.
Hey, awesome. How does it look? Does it like flow? I get out a sword and do a
Yeah, you kind of do
Do a
something.
twirl.
It looks
spin twirl.
beautiful. It looks fantastic. It's not too long, so it doesn't ground low. Doesn't scratch the ground or anything. It gives you some ankle room to move around and run. But it looks fantastic.
Is it a blue cloak?
It is.
It's not a cape, is it?
Nope. It's an image of
Good.
on the back. There's an image of a port city, beautifully embroidered on a field of blue. The whole cloak itself is blue.
No capes.
Oh, yes, capes. I mean, have you? It just. I mean, we have a bard. It's it's part of the look of the thing. A sword fighter needs a good cloak.
All right, it's late. You guys are all exhausted.
Yes, I have not finished sleeping, but there are items that we need to look at. Should we bring them back or inspect them here?
We can bring them back.
Okay.
Aren't you? What are you wearing for armor? The 2 armor guys.
I have chainmail.
I got splint mail, which is better than the half plate.
Yeah, chainmail's better than half.
He's like, goodbye, elf, and taps it a little bit on, and just sort of like collapses the whole rest of it.
Does Hemo wear armor at all?
Hemo wears light armor.
That's a
I
heavy.
I think honestly that would be a little too heavy for me. The cloak is good enough.
I think is chain considered light armor still? I don't remember.
No,
Chainmail is heavy.
Chain's heavy.
Oh, heavy. Okay.
Can you do medium
It's like the
armor?
last.
Oh, Hemo can do whatever armor. He's just too dexy. It would drop his AC.
What's your dex?
I get +4 to my AC from Dex. If I had medium armor, I would only get +2.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're kind of taking a hit to get, you're almost even, and then you get a whole bunch of disadvantages for things.
I like to move quickly.
We should
It's not
still.
as fast as Geshar here, but
All right, you gather up those items. Anything you're going to leave behind, let me know. Taking everything else? Okay.
I mean, if nobody's going to take the half plate, I'll just chuck it in this bag of holding
That's
here.
right. We should take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it.
Yeah,
and
you can always sell it.
Well, you do know a vendor.
What about these big statues? No, never mind. They are religious. Do not take them.
I think we should not disturb them.
Cat, are you ready to go?
It kind of walks up. You see the cat walks up.
Sharp points up.
the cat walks over to here, then steps across onto the glass. It walks around, walks around,
Ha,
walks around,
see, I told you.
then jumps up on Finish's shoulder. All right, are you guys gonna just make your way back?
Yeah. Let's,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the tip of the morning, the brightest, or the early in the morning. By the time you climb your way out and find your way back
I
to the
attempt
end.
to collapse the tunnel, the cracked bit?
Well, the crack is in the floor, so you could crack it down and just
Or-
make a bigger hole.
Ah,
You're not.
we
It's
need
not
something
cracked
to
up.
stop this up.
You could board up the other one, the dirt hole that we climbed through first.
That might be better. There's more material up there. Let's pull up these ropes though.
All right, you pull up the ropes. You're gonna kind of collapse all the earth in there as much as possible.
I feel like if you just kicked earth down, it'll just fall down the hole.
I mean, the problem is it's a 30-foot gap. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to really cause a lot of.
or
Yeah.
build something across it like a mine shaft, you know.
Maybe
and
we
then-
just
then
board
build
up
on.
the actual door into the bakery.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we could hide the entrance again. We really need to make sure. I don't think
Yeah, the
anyone
bookshelf.
should be
The bookshelf.
climbing
The
down here.
bookshelf.
That's way too dangerous.
Yeah, you can push the bookshelf back, and that will pretty much cover.
I don't know. Does the city guard do anything in this district? Should we notify the
seems like they
authorities
don't
about
come
this
in here at
magical
all.
circle?
It
We
seems
should tell
like
them
they
that they're
decided
dead.
it's too dangerous.
Not the guards. Tell the guards that these people were dead, and we didn't do it.
Oh. Huh.
I don't think they
So the
care what happens to people
crack's
in this
not purple
district,
anymore.
but
No, it's not purple anymore. No,
there must be
The
somebody
crack going into
interested
the
in
earth,
magic
that purple
sites like this.
Came
with
up from
the
coming up
glow,
from the
right?
thing.
Yeah.
So now it's like
Darker.
does that thing radiate blue or is it just lines on the floor?
No, it's radiate. It's a blue line. It's a radiating blue line.
Cool.
It's definitely radiating some kind of a mystic energy. It's really cool.
Well, the guards outside probably don't care, but there's some faction of Kalimvor followers from Neverwinter that, maybe there's more of them, and maybe we need to report what happened here to them.
Yes, I think maybe we send a raven to Neverwinter with a letter of what happened here.
We have an owl.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I
the
could send this ring. And I suppose this necklace as well.
Yeah, maybe in the
but,
morning you can find someone in the city to tell, and they can send a message or whatever.
You should check
Yeah.
if it's magic first.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try to.
All right. Well, let's get back. Let's
Yeah,
get you
let's get
back. You're gonna go back, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's give
You
my beauty
board
rest.
up. You close the shaft as much as you can. You close the shaft as best you can, like move the bookshelf
Bookshelf
back,
Yeah.
and kind of hide things as best you can. By the time you've climbed out and pull all the ropes up and that out, you see that daybreak is beginning. You can see the soft glow of the morning
Gross.
appearing in the distance. The city, the Scar Alley is awakening. You can see and hear people around the area beginning to move. Whatever exists and lives in here is probably hardy and could be dangerous, but now early in the morning, it's probably okay.
So is
Let's
that body
move
still
quickly.
there?
Yeah, that body's still there.
I'll take the armor off of that too.
Okay, you're gonna take the leather armor off.
Yeah,
Right.
is that thing. So
Is-
was it a body or is it like the purple skeleton thing?
Oh, it's actually when you go to see it, you see that it's flaking even more now.
But it was
Oh,
Yeah, it's purple flaking. It started off very small and it looks like it's getting heavier. All right.
did I got hit by that creature? Did that seem like it had any lasting effect?
No,
You
it
mean the
doesn't seem like-
vampire? creature?
Not like what's happening to this corpse.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like
Okay.
that. It didn't have any lasting effects. You think what was going on was that creature was doing something to the
the weave.
weave with the teleportation device that was all active. It was, it was having that problem with the blue continually on. It was trying to use the power and corrupt it. So
All
whatever
right,
it was
maybe
doing
we're
was,
safe now.
and it was using
we
that
should go.
corrupted power to generate and build those creatures.
So the dead
Ugh.
corpse that's up on the street here. You said it's flaking away,
Yeah.
just like the one in the two downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. But I was sure I was going to try to drag it back because that's his
No,
thing.
it is just going to flake
Apparently.
away, but you can take the
Okay.
armor from it. All right. You head back, reaching the inn. You have to kind of pound on the door a couple times before the person running the desk kind of walks up half asleep, kind of groggy. Oh, right. Let you in. You sneak back up to your room, now only having just probably a few hours of rest before you are going to be pushed out or cause Finnis to play again. And you
Commander?
can sit up there and half tired. Feel free to identify the items. What do you want to identify?
I'm gonna go over all the stuff we got. See
Sure.
if anything is magical.
Really hoping
And
it's
I-
some sort of magical
I'm
shield.
curious about this cloak. It fits great.
All right. What are you going to do? Which one are you going to do?
Yeah,
I'll let you know what's magical.
I
So,
guess we'll start with the cloak,
all right.
since that seemed to adjust itself to.
Yeah, let's see. Going over the cloak. All right.
What? No, it just fit perfectly. I've just got a good frame for it.
All right.
So
You
you
gotta
don't
take
want me to look at it?
Oh, no, I'm definitely taking a look at this.
do you want
No,
him to
yeah.
identify? Do you want her to identify your cloak?
I feel like that's something Hemo would do himself.
Timo, no identify.
Oh, no, I guess if we're doing it in a rush, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can, I'm not asking. You can do what you want to do, or you can just
It's a 10-minute thing, right?
Mhm.
Or-
That's
it's
what she
just
would
like a-
do. So do you have the same ability to do it
No,
as a
not for 10 minutes. It would take a short rest's worth of time.
That was a
yeah,
long
you have to
rest.
rest with it and identify it. So feel
well,
free
you've
to
got
do
a bunch of
But
other
if you're just gonna cast Identify on it, then
Okay,
sure.
let's just have you. First of all, we'll start with you'll be doing your stuff, and then Hemo, I'll tell you at the end what your cloak does. Okay. What else would
All
you
right.
like to do?
That rod.
Sure. All right. All right. You take that rod and you put it in your hand and you sit with it for your time. Just open your book up, looking through your tome of knowledge that you have, reading through it and exploring the various points of magic and how it's created with the symbols, looking up the symbols in your book, looking through it. The symbols are etched in deep crimson, and you look at it and you compare all of your notes. And after about 10 minutes of sitting with this and you casting your spell, you think this is what they call a wand of the war mage. What this does is this gives you a bonus of +1 when using targeted spells.
Gives it +1 to your spell attack.
Yeah, I think that's what it does. Yeah,
Ooh, cool.
I think I didn't make that one. It's one out of the book. So wand of the war mage +1. You should be able to just find it.
Okay.
That rule requires it to be attuned to you to use it. So keep track of the number of attunements. You only get a couple, and then until you get to a certain
I
level.
think you get.
You can have 3 items attuned, I believe. And that's just, you have to unattune from one to attune another. I think the max is just 3.
Yep. Unless you're an artificer, then you can do 4.
Yeah, certain
Um,
creatures, certain classes get bonuses. Yeah.
Then I'll do the armors.
All right. So looking at the armor from the half orc armor, that half plate, you sit with it and you see that it has a symbol of Neverwinter on it. But as the more you explore it, you notice that the symbol itself, the actual items on it are not more than just the symbols of the snowflakes. They are encrusted with and charged with energy, magical infused energy. And you think that this half plate armor will give the wearer, anybody who wears it, resistance to cold damage.
Ooh, very cool.
By the way, the wand of the war mage also, it's a +1 to attacks, spell attacks, but it also lets you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Ooh. That might help, like, wave hit things that are around corners and stuff
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
with those
All right.
eldritch-
What
That
else?
leather armor that was on the woman, or on the person outside.
Yeah. Looking at that leather armor, this also has emblazoned with the Neverwinter in sort of the breast. You can look at the leather armor and examine that. When you examine it at first, after the first minute, you realize, this is magical armor. It's enchanted, and it actually is going to give you a +1 to your armor class when you're wearing this leather armor. But after noticing it, you see that the Neverwinter symbol that's sewn into the breastplate actually is infused with a different type of magic. And that magic allows you to use a reaction 1 time per day to react with the shield spell.
Whoever these people were, they were no jokes. You got some nice stuff.
That's leather +1 shield once per day.
Mhm.
And
There's a potion in there as well, which is a potion of healing that you say you found in the sack with that was in
just a standard one.
Yeah, it's a standard potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2, 4, I think it is.
Okay.
Or 2.
Two.
The flute is not magical. Neither is the
what?
flute.
There's a ring
It's
as
flute.
well.
Yeah.
There's a ring.
Yeah, let's see if there's any other
Signet
rings that are
shield.
magical. None of the rings are magical.
There was an amulet.
Yeah, and the amulet isn't magical either.
Okay.
There's just the cloak, I think, is the only other thing that is there that has any potential power. Yeah, that's it. That's all you found.
Okay.
Okay. Emo.
Yeah.
After relaxing and snuggling up with your nice cloak for the hour, you kind of drift off into a kind of a mesmerizing slumber, kind of relaxing with it. It's quite comfortable and really very warm.
Better than a red cloak, that's for sure.
But when you have dreams, your dreams are of dreaming of floating on the ocean, serenity. It seems very serene and powerful. And when you wake after an hour of sitting with this cloak, you realize it's an item I created. This is called the Cloak of Ports. It grants advantage on any check involving direction sense or the detection of weather.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun. I like that.
What's the weather going to be later this afternoon?
Give me a roll with advantage. Give me an
I
insight.
go outside, I look out the window. What would that be?
I think we'll just do a survival with advantage.
Survival at advantage. -1 to survival, 14.
You think it's going to be a very lovely day.
Ha! Amazing.
And as you
I've
all
never
woke
been
up,
able to.
sorry, when you wake up
say
in the
that
downpour.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. No, it's a very lovely day, you think.
Oh, this is wonderful. We have our own little weatherman now.
He's right 50% of the time, like every other right. Like every other one.
He's got a
Sword
minus
fighter
9.
always needs to know what direction's what.
Finally, as the day kind of hits you, you're overwhelmed with fatigue, and you all
Sleep during the day.
crash during the day, which you
Fight at night.
think
Sleep
is
during the day.
absolutely
This is the way.
lovely. All right. And with that, we'll wrap up for tonight. We had that strange side quest where you followed the cat randomly out of nowhere to find some strange Assimar that decided to send a message, an animal messenger. Kind of derailed your quest a little bit, but in the end, it was just you ended up getting some stuff out of that. That creature was pretty tough. That was for
Finnish
sure.
will do anything for Scoot.
Okay. Anyway, so thanks everybody for watching and for joining us for tonight. It was a fun adventure. It was a brief little short one. We'll be back, and Graham will be back in 2 weeks time, and we will get on to Thunder Tree. All right. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Al. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Later.
Yeah. Bye.